So, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Stolen Relic. I'm gonna get back into a recap for everybody, but first, we have a voiceover monologue by our one and only Deckard Strix. Take it away.
Deckard's in the back of an armored SWAT car before he hits off the monologue.
Yes.
Christ, Deckard, what the fuck did you get yourself into now? Hopefully Tay found whatever the fuck he was looking for. Fucking legs killing me. Could have sworn bullets didn't hurt me as much anymore. Guess I'm wrong there, like usual. Now that I think about it, though, they could be taking me to the hospital, but it's been 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Haven't really stopped. Probably not good. Cassie didn't look too happy either. Can't really say I blame her though. Swear to God, if she mentions Budapest, fuck my leg. Hey, stop being such a pussy. You've had worse. Fix the leg. Get the fuck out. It's only 3 cars worth of cops. You can handle that. Fucking Budapest.
That was great.
Thank you.
Is that his inner monologue on the inside of that armor car?
I imagine he's very much like an in-the-moment thinker.
Yes, that's what that sounded like.
Exactly.
So that's what's going through Deckard's mind at the moment. But I'll give a quick recap of the last episode. So, last on The Stolen Relic, the crew faced a day filled with unexpected twists and suspicious events. The police raided Trudy's antique shop, Bits and Baubles, searching for a stolen artifact, the Founder's Sigil. Despite the implausibility, the police found the artifact in her shop along with falsified evidence. This led to Trudy's arrest and the media quickly catching wind of the scandal. At the police precinct, your efforts to support Trudy were met with some interesting people. She was assigned a disinterested lawyer, Gregory Haynes, who cryptically warned her about the nefarious deeds going on around her. And despite your attempts to unravel the situation, the day's events seemed orchestrated against you, like the MC is working against you. I swear that's not the case. As each of you dealt with the fallout in your own way, the focus shifted to Deckard. After punching through a cop car window to aid the investigation and to help Tae-Woo into sneaking back into Trudy's shop that night, he found himself cornered by police and taken away in a SWAT van. In a surprising twist, the van bypassed all nearby hospitals, which is where he should have went with a bullet wound in his leg. And so now, this is where we find a few of you. You find yourselves in the sterile and dimly lit waiting area of the city hospital nearby Bits and Baubles. You've been waiting anxiously. It's been 30 minutes. It's a bit past midnight. And you're here because you're expecting Deckard to be brought here after he sustained a bullet wound. The logical assumption was that he'd be taken to the nearest medical facility, which is where you are now. But as you're inside, the hospital is eerily quiet at this late hour. It's about 12:45. With only the occasional sound of distant footsteps and the soft beep of medical equipment breaking the silence. The fluorescent lights are casting a harsh glow, adding to the weird, tense atmosphere. You notice the tired faces of the night shift crew and the occasional patient walking by. But there's no sign of Deckard or the armored car you were anticipating. And right now, your group is gathered in a secluded corner of the waiting room, trying to stay inconspicuous. So tell me, who's in the hospital currently? I know Cassia and Vera for sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think Tae-Woo was there too, wasn't he?
Was Tae-Woo on his way as well?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So Tae-Woo, he came in a few minutes later because you guys are driving different cars. But you guys are now sitting in the waiting room, wondering, where the hell is Deckard?
Cassia, can't you ask your hot doctor friend where Deckard is?
Do you think this is a joke to you?
This isn't a joke. I'm looking for
What were you
our
even
friend
doing?
Hey, I found some interesting information thanks to our pugilist friend.
You're laughing, but
yeah,
I had to
I
witness
finally not
that.
laugh. It's comical. But no, I mean, we're here. We're missing one Deckard. Maybe you can just find him
Just
through your contacts here.
find him? Are you not gonna do anything? Last time I checked, I had to watch him get taken away. Where were you? Don't you have
I
some
was-
contact? I mean, you're police.
I am, but I mean, you have contacts here. I don't really necessarily want to raise any alarms. It seems as though there is a corrupt element within the police department. So if we can do this on the down low, that would be my
So-
preference.
What are you good for then? I had to watch him get loaded into an armored SWAT car that I cannot get to.
Well,
he's not here. And you
I just
left.
happened to collect this, and I start searching my pockets for the receipt that fell out on the way here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. Well, it would seem our friend Trudy has a fake wall. And I swear I just had a receipt for the construction of that wall. I think it was signed by Trudy as well. So I feel our friend Trudy is not telling us something. In the
Okay.
meantime,
But I don't care about Trudy right now. I just watched Deckard get shot.
exactly, and that's why I am doing something. I'm asking you. Ask your hot doctor.
You're not
to find
doing
Deckard.
enough.
What would you like me to do?
I don't know. Start calling somebody. I don't know. Figure this out, Vera. I don't know. Like, he's gone. He's not here. We don't know where he is. What if he never comes back?
He's not here. Are we sure he's not here?
We haven't seen the truck.
It was 2 cop cars and an armored SWAT car. I definitely would have noticed if it came in.
Okay. I'll call in and ask where said vehicles have been sent. Maybe in a different hospital.
Do you even think that this is fair? Like, do you not care?
Oh, I do
Wait.
care.
Trudy could be a fucking underground villain. Deckard's been shot. I don't even know where he is. And you just left. It blows my mind.
Well, I had to gather the evidence, and I couldn't get caught red-handed with it. Deckard did what he was supposed to do. He did a fine job at it. He's a big boy. He can take care of himself.
Are we sharing 2 brain cells between the 2 of you?
Well, I got the evidence. Hey, his methods are his own. Who am I to question them?
They're very destructive and distracting. He could have bypassed all of this if he just
Very effective.
would have asked for
We're
help.
not. Okay, we can blame him later, but you 2 are playing this game right now where he could be dead. He could be in the bottom
Okay.
of a river.
I pull out. Tae-Woo pulls out his cell phone. I'll call in and find out where that SWAT car went.
This is
So
ridiculous that you guys are not concerned.
I will walk away outside the door into the parking lot and make that call.
Go to my anti-lecture zone.
Yeah, you go out. You go outside. You try to call the right authorities, the right higher ups. You get a hold of someone, but they also, it's not their jurisdiction, so they have no idea. So,
I asked them to patch me into who would
Yeah.
have. Would there be someone from the other precinct that would know? Like, who's in charge of dispatching these these vehicles? These
It's
squads?
it's the precinct in that sector of like it's where
Okay.
Trudy was originally taken. So you'd have to call that precinct and then see who sent out the SWAT cars and all that. Mm-hmm. So
All
they're
right.
the ones with that
I guess
info.
I'll have to do that.
Okay.
I'm kind of at a dead end otherwise.
Okay. So you're gonna call the other precinct?
Yes, I will.
Okay. So you call and the woman at the front desk that we talked to, Martha, I think it was her name.
Mhm.
She answers. You know, it's quite late, but you know, she answers. She
Okay.
says, where she's in Old Town. Yes. Okay. So you know, she says Old Town Precinct. How can I help you?
Hi. You might not remember us from, I guess it was earlier tonight. Remember the gentleman who bought you a coffee? The good-looking one. The tall,
Yes.
strapping
Yeah.
fellow.
Uh,
Yeah.
uh, yes. Yes. Of course.
Oh.
I remember.
Well, he seems to be in a bit of trouble, actually, and I was hoping you might be able to help me out.
I guess it depends on the trouble that he's in. What can I do?
Well, he was how should I say this? He was in a SWAT car. And a SWAT
Oh
car.
dear.
Well, I don't know. He might have been part of that crew or squad. I'm not sure. Um, he was a former cop himself, right? So who knows? Maybe he was part of that
oh.
task force. But I was just wondering if you could tell me where that SWAT car went.
Yes. I mean, I'm not at liberty to say. I'm not the one who makes those calls, but I can. You probably have to talk to the chief of police, actually.
Oh, come on. Do I really have to? How about this? How about if I can guarantee you a nice dinner with that young gentleman?
Hmm. She thinks about it. He's, and you can't see it, but she's like, she's touching her cheeks as they're getting red. No, I'll be serious. He's much too young for me.
Oh no. He spoke with me afterwards. He was very taken by you. Couldn't stop talking about you. In fact, but it is quite urgent that I reach him, and I do need to find him.
Okay. You're going to have to convince her to do this.
All
If
right.
you want to roll for it, it's up to you.
Yes, I will. Convince.
Why is this a Deckard ego boost party? Like what? This man. It's fine.
It could be my last one. That's why.
It's not Deckard's fault. He's just distracted. Boys will be boys.
Okay. So you used 2 power tags. Sweet talk my way out of tough spots. That one's good. An opportunist. So, let's see how that goes. You got a +2. 5. Oh, okay.
Kinda.
Okay, you got a 7, so mixed success. You can give him a status with the tier 2. So, what would you like to call the status? Choose to eat. Okay.
Smitten.
Okay. Smitten too?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so you're talking to her and then now she's like, whew, okay. Well, you know, I saw, anyway, you promise you'll give me that dinner.
Oh yes. My honor. Yes, of course.
Okay. Well, what I know is that, they sent some SWAT cars out, about 30 minutes ago, maybe 45 minutes ago. You're trying to figure out where the SWAT cars are, though?
Yes, exactly.
They'd be low jacked.
Where? What'd you say?
They would be low jacked. Like almost
Ah.
all cop cars are now.
What does LoJack mean?
It's basically like a GPS tracking device that they input in those cars.
Oh, got it. Okay, she's going to look it up for you. She's gonna go on her computer and try to search for him.
Thank you so much,
Um,
Martha. I'm sure
Yes,
Deckard
she's.
would really appreciate this.
Oh, oh God. So she is. She starts to type, and she's looking in. She's looking in. And she gets like a look of confusion on her face. You can't see it, but that's what she looks like. Huh. I know we sent them out about 45 minutes ago, and they are not showing up. Hold on one second. And she goes back to clicking and typing, and she's searching again. She's like reloading. I'm sorry, honey, but though that car is not showing up. And you can hear the typing in the background. Okay, that is odd. The car is not showing up. I'll have to go talk to the boss. But maybe you can call me back about in 30 minutes.
All right. I appreciate the help.
Mhm.
And if he asks, just tell him it's a concerned detective from, what precinct am I from? Downtown, or I'm not sure which precinct I'm from.
Wherever you live. I think you said you're downtown now?
I used to be from downtown, but now I am in.
Are you in blue collar?
Blue collar, yes.
Yeah, so blue collar of this precinct?
Yeah.
Concerned gentleman at the blue collar precinct. Okay.
Thank you so
Sounds
much,
good.
Martha.
Okay, you have a good night now.
You too.
Okay. And then you make your way back into the hospital?
Cassia has her
Jesus.
eyes narrowed.
I made the call.
Yeah, go ahead.
I made the call. Apparently, the SWAT car has disappeared. But I have my feelers out there. Perhaps Vera. I know you have
No,
some.
you know what? It's fine. I'll just handle this because this is what I'm good at, apparently. It's just cleaning up everybody's job. First it was your fucking cat, and now it's Deckard.
I cleaned up after my own cat.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the point she's trying to get to.
Oh.
Personally.
Vera, can you please just knock some sense into Tae-Woo? I'm gonna make at least I'll have a contact that'll actually make some sense here. And Cassie is gonna go out, and she's pulling up one of her many, many contacts.
Okay. And Vera?
Vera turns to Tae-Woo and just goes, "Why in the ever-loving fuck did you not keep a hold of Deckard? You know he's a loose cannon. Why did you let him do all of that shit and get himself caught and kidnapped by the fucking police?" Stay low,
We
keep
had a
quiet. Those are
plan.
the only two things.
We had a plan.
And what was that plan?
The plan
Please
was that he would
enlighten me.
he would cause a distraction, and I would gather evidence. I did my part. He did his part. I think, from my point of view, the plan worked. Now there's some fallout that we need to deal with, but I'm sure
Yeah,
Deckard's.
we have a member missing in action now. A distraction wasn't needed. There are many, many ways of getting into a locked building or a condemned area. I would know. I've had other people do that for me. It is not rocket science or brain surgery. It is very easy. No smashing of windows or causing a scene or getting the police involved was necessary. And now we
They
have
should have called
separated
you.
group members. Trudy's sad, Deckard's gone, and Cassia is about to lose her fucking mind. We need to keep together, otherwise it's gonna fall apart. Okay? So, can we come to an
Understand.
understanding? Can we please come to an understanding that staking out, sneaking, or going into a building that we're not supposed to go to, you run it by me first, please and thank you. I would love that. I would really appreciate it.
I'll call you. You've moved yourself to the top of my speed dial.
Thank you. See, progress has been made. And I'm gonna go check on Cassia, because I know she's gonna need a lot. And then she goes.
Okay. Did Cassia get up and go somewhere?
Yeah, Cassia's outside and she's
Okay.
going through a contacts list. You just kind of see her scrolling and she picks out a number. And she calls
Okay.
a Mr.
Who's she calling?
Mr. Jason Lee, a security consultant.
Jason Lee?
Yes,
Okay, how long have you known Jason?
5 years.
Sheesh. God, who put those numbers there?
Weird.
God.
Weird.
Okay.
I didn't even date him.
So, just to let you know, you didn't date all your contacts. That's not how you got.
I'm not like Deckard.
Didn't you have 100 of them?
Wow.
I'm not like Deckard. I keep it in my
I
head.
mean, I'm not saying it's not true, but wow.
Okay, so you're outside. You're calling Mr. Jason Lee, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's call Mr. Jason Lee. So you call him, and the phone rings. And it rings. It's almost 1 a.m. It rings again, and right before you think it's not gonna answer, on like the last ring, he picks up. He's like, "Hello, who is this?"
Hi, Jason. It's Cassia. I know this might seem
Cassia.
like a bad time, but I need to call in a return for one of those favors. Remember that guy that, I kind of snitched on for you a while back when I saw him in my bar? I just need a return favor.
It's 1 a.m. What are you doing?
On a level of seriousness, this could be like a 1 through 10 for me. This is like a 12, and like I'm this close from putting like 3 more bodies in the river.
Okay, what is it? What is it? Just go ahead.
Could you look up a vehicle for me and just see if you see it on local traffic cameras? It's really not that hard. It's kind of an armored vehicle. I'll pay you. And by I'll pay you, I'll have my idiot friend pay you.
Okay.
It really means a lot.
He's like, hold on. It's 1 in the morning.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm really quite panicky about this. I know we've known each other for a while, but I wouldn't make this request without some seriousness to it.
Okay. Yeah, 1 second. And he just kind of like slowly lifts himself up out of the bed. And he goes to his computer, starts to boot it up. He's like, hold on, I'm turning on the computer now.
How's your girlfriend doing?
Gosh. Please don't. It's too late. Just
she's
one thing
doing
at
well.
a time.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's fine. I'll shut up. No, I'm fine.
Okay, so he has his computer up and he's clicky clacking. He's like, okay, what am I looking for again?
So the armored vehicle, it showed up to the scene around Bits and Bobbles, and that antique shop that was raided about 45 minutes ago. And there was a guy loaded into the back of the vehicle, and they were supposed to show up to the hospital, and they never did. So I was wondering if you could just.
I don't know what you're talking. I go to bed at 10. I don't. You said.
I'm
you said
a
you
night
know.
owl.
I don't know what Bits Bobbles is.
It's an antique shop.
I'm up north. I mean, I'm up north. You think I know where every antique shop is in this freaking city? It's large.
It's in
huge.
the old downtown.
Old Town?
Old Town, yes. I'm very distraught right now.
Okay, God. Okay. And then he's like typing in Old Town, Bits and Bobbles, and he's like, yeah, they have security cameras on the street, but it's like old tech. It's like super blurry.
Yeah,
But-
if you could just follow that car, it was headed towards the hospital, at least what I thought it was.
And then he's like, he's seeing all this stuff, and he's like, and then you hear him say, "Oh my God."
That's not good. I don't like that noise.
No. Who the? I'm looking at a guy who just punched a car window.
Does he have a
What?
scar on his face?
I can't see his face.
Yeah,
I
no,
see
that's
like a silhouette of a man. What do you?
fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. Okay, he's gonna be loaded into a vehicle.
So he's skipping forward, and then it goes forward to him running away. He switches cameras to keep viewing down the street more, and then it stops right when he gets on after he gets shot and hits his knees. Recording stops. He's like, "Whoa, they just shot that guy." Well, I mean, oh, cops got out of that car, and he's like, "Whoa, okay. Well, this is pretty cool. Actually, I'm kind of glad you woke me up. This is awesome. This guy's freaking
This-
crazy."
Yeah, no, he's an idiot. And I think
Whoa.
he's been kidnapped, and I can't let that happen. And
Oh my god. Oh, I have to be quiet. Wow. Yeah, I don't know why, but the recording stops right after he gets shot in the leg.
is that all you can do? Is that all you got?
I can only tell you what I can look for. If I can't look for anything else,
Can you look at a different street?
Yeah, I could cross this. I can use the cameras across the street.
Yeah, I just need you to follow whatever car it is. It's a cop car.
It's a
pretty.
yeah, I guess so.
It's pretty obvious, you know.
I mean, yeah. It's just,
Even if
sure,
they
it's a
went
SWAT car.
dark, you should be able to find something. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, they're going down the street. They're loading it. Looks like they're loading him in.
I
He's
don't
like
need
checking
to
different cameras.
I don't need to relive that memory. Yep, watched it myself.
Okay. Oh, there you are.
Yeah,
At least I think that's you. That might be
Yeah,
you.
that's-
I haven't seen you in a while.
yeah. It's been a minute.
Okay, you're talking to another person. Are you yelling at them? Whoa, you're really laying into them. I could just tell. I can't hear anything, but like your arms are flailing. Wow.
Yeah. Mm.
What are you
This is-
yelling at them about?
This is like a really
Oh,
good
anyway.
reality TV show. Can you please just tell me where this vehicle
Sorry.
is headed? He could be dead. He could be dead.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, he could be dead.
I could pay you
Da-da-da-da.
2
He's like-
grand right now. I could throw all this money at you that I just happen to have.
I mean, $2,000 in this city, that'll pay my electric bill. That's not much. Anyway, so
Are we having
Okay.
a cost of living crisis in Century City? Dear Lord.
yeah, and then he's looking for more stuff. He's going down. Yeah. I'm trying to zoom in on the plates of this SWAT car. Did no one notice there's no plates on the SWAT car?
Of course there wasn't. Jason,
Okay,
there-
and they're turning a street. Okay, they're going far. They're going far, and he's bleeding. They're driving past hospitals. What's going on?
yeah, he has.
What have you
I-
got yourself into?
I don't know. It's complicated. It's really just the biggest pain in my behind right now. So, is there anything else?
I mean, yeah, and then it's going down Main Street, and then it turns into an alleyway, and that's as far as I can see. It's not like, yeah, and he's trying to zoom in, but the car's turning into an alleyway. Main Street, edge of town. Okay, now they're going towards what's it called? What's that Drake, what's that place called? Where people get scammed a lot? I forgot what it's called.
Wait, what?
That side.
Oh, Fortune Row?
Yeah, it's kind of like towards Fortune Row and
Yeah.
the docks.
Yeah. I think, fuck, I can't remember what you're talking. I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name.
Sorry, tourist trap area.
Yeah. Tourist trap. Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, it's heading towards tourist trap. But yeah, turn down alley. Can't really see.
Okay, so that's the last time it doesn't appear out of the alley, or is that where the trailer?
No, I'm fast forwarding, and Yeah. Last 30 minutes, car's still been in there, hasn't moved.
All right, can you send me the address of the alleyway?
I don't think alleyways have addresses. I could
Well,
send you like the address the car turned
cross
on.
streets, anything
Yes.
adjacent.
I'll
I'm
send that.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm panicking.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Sounds like this guy like. Anyway. He's gonna. I'll text you the address. I'll send you the coordinates.
All right. Thank you, Jason.
Can I go to bed now? You owe me
Yes.
2K.
And you owe me that body that you hypothetically didn't throw in the river. It's fine.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Jason.
Listen. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Hangs up.
Cassie's gonna go.
Yeah.
back
Vera
in-
actually walked outside to
Oh, okay.
meet you.
Vera. And, like, Cassie's screeching.
Screeching?
Yeah. Vera!
Yeah, I'm coming. What is it?
I think I may have found him. Of course, I'm the one that could have
Where?
found him. Just get in the car. I'll text that. I'll put the address in your... You have GPS in your car, right?
Yeah, what about Tay?
Do you have a gun, by the way? Do I need to call somebody for a gun?
I have a pistol in my glove compartment.
Okay, that's great. Let me go get Tay.
Why are we? Why?
Just go to your car.
guns
Just go start the
keep-
car. I'll go get Tae-Woo. And Cassie is gonna go into the waiting room and she's gonna walk up right to Tae-Woo and she's gonna put her finger in his chest.
Okay.
If Deckard doesn't fucking live tonight, your head is on my chopping block. Get your ass in the car. I have coordinates. Bring whatever
I'll follow you.
fucking gun you have. I don't know if you need to hire some more. I don't even know what resources you have. But figure it out. And then she gets.
What
in
does
the car.
Tae-Woo say?
Tae-Woo was still a little stunned, I think, after having been reamed out by his crew. Up until this point, he probably didn't feel like he did anything wrong, but now, given this different perspective, he's struggling. Perhaps he did not act in the way he should have, despite the fact that he originally thought he just did what he was supposed to do. Nothing more, nothing less. But given the fact that his crewmates are upset with him and the fact that Deckard is in trouble, and that does concern him, he'll just kind of quietly tag along.
Okay.
Hmm.
So Tae-Woo gets up, contemplative, and I'm sure I think you kind of just rush off after that, manically rush to Vera's car. We're going to cut to. Don't smile, Drake. I see you smiling. I'm kidding.
I need
I'm
to take
having
my
too
blood
much
pressure.
fun. This is so awesome.
I need to take my blood pressure medication.
Oh God, gotta take some Tums. We're cutting to the interior of the armored SWAT car. It's dimly lit. You can hear the steady hum of the engine in the background. Deckard sits handcuffed. Once again, tension is palpable in this car. As the vehicle moves throughout the city, you know that you should have stopped at a hospital, Deckard. You know the steps taken after someone is shot, and arrested. And soon, as the vehicle's moving throughout the city, it parks. You start to feel the car slow down. Engine turns off. And the doors open. And you see 5 men. They have masks on. You can't see their face. All wearing dark clothes. Combat boots. One goes to unlock you and pick you up. And as you step down out of the car, they put a large sack over your head.
Okay.
And you can feel them walking you towards something, but now you can't see where you're going. And so you're walking, you're limping a little bit. And you're walking. It seems like you're walking 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You start to go downstairs. They let you know, they say, like, watch your step. You go downstairs. And you're going downstairs. You can feel your body make a right. And you go down another flight of stairs. You've been walking a lot at this point. They turn you left. And they move you forward. And then you're on flat ground. It all feels like cement. It's kind of cold where you are. And they grab onto your shoulders and they put you down. They let you know there's a chair under you, so they go, sit here.
All right.
And they place you on a chair. And so you sit down and you see there's a bright light just over you. And a little bit you can see a silhouette of a woman. You can't see her face though. Maybe you can kind of see like her chin. So you can see like her skin tone. It's like tan skin tone, right? Your eyes, start adjusting. You can see her standing across the room. And she says, "Hello, Deckard Strix. We've been keeping an eye on you and your friends since this morning. You all are an interesting bunch, to say the least. Seems you found yourself in the middle of something delicate. Do you say anything?
How many of them are there in the room?
Have you looked around?
Yeah, that's, like, he's looking around as she's speaking, and he's not making eye contact with her, but he is checking the room out just to see.
Yep, you can't see people that much. You can kind of see the boots though.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm. That's
You
what I'm
see
looking
about 10,
like.
yeah, you see about 10 to 12 pair of boots.
Okay.
And that's inside with you currently.
Mm.
What you don't see is that she has 4 more men behind her. You can't see them though.
Okay. So why exactly did we catch your interest so much?
We've noticed your involvement in the matter of the stolen the relic. It's been noted. And while your intentions might be noble, they are inconvenient.
My favorite word, inconvenient. I do love that.
Now, we'll let you go.
It's not like
You
there's
could
a
go-
price coming up for this, right?
You're smart.
Not really. But let's
We
pretend.
Okay. We need you and your friends to cease your investigation immediately. There are larger forces at play here. Forces that you don't want to contend with.
And do these forces happen to involve my old precinct or the one in Old Town? I mean, let's face it, you
It
hijacked
seems-
one of their SWAT vehicles, so I'm assuming they're part of the little ring of people you got working for you right now.
I would say it's none of your concern at this time.
Oh no, they took good care of me. They even told me to watch my step. But I'm pretty sure I can smell Klusky's cologne. He really did spray on Axe way too heavy back when I knew him. Not my concern though. So I'm shot, kidnapped, dragged in, and I'm gonna assume this is a threat, right?
No threat. It's just a warning.
So, why exactly do you need us to stop looking into this? What's the end game here? We stop looking into it. What do you get out of it?
Once again,
Mhm.
you are not in a position to be asking the questions here. I just
No.
need you to tell me, you and your friends, will stop this little Scooby-Doo investigation you guys have going on. We saw you enter into Trudy's shop, look around.
I didn't go in there. So your
Okay.
intel's a little faulty, but I stopped looking into it, I get let go. The rest of the crew stops looking into it, I get let go. That's the premise, that's the deal I'm being made here.
Yes?
Hmm. Well, like you said, I'm not really in a position to argue, ask questions. Curiosity is still going to get the better of me. It's part of my nature. Can't really deny that, but
Yeah, she's just, you can't see her like most of her face or her eyes. She's just
Yeah.
waiting for you.
yeah, it's Deckard's mostly just stalling at this point, trying to see if there's anything he can think of to figure out. He's surrounded, he's trapped. He's not handcuffed anymore, but he still has the bullet wound in his leg. Is her hands handcuffed or is it his feet just uncuffed?
You are still handcuffed. They didn't unhandcuff you. It was
Oh.
the front of your hands are handcuffed and your legs are. Yeah.
Oh,
But it's like those long chains, so you still have room to walk.
right. Okay. All right. Well, I got nothing on this, so let's say you have a deal.
Of course. Can I take you at your word?
Yeah. I won't look into it anymore.
And your friends?
I can't speak for them, but I can try and convince them.
Well, you have to speak for them. Because if anything happens, if they continue to look into it, the consequences will be dire. For you and for them.
And that's when Deckard's head like starts to tilt slightly. I'm trying to remember is what if I can change the game?
She says, "Would you consider yourself a family man, Mr. Strix?"
You really, really don't want to push that button with me.
Answer
So
the question.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to just drop that line of questioning. And we'll go with, I'll drop the investigation.
Your father, Deacon,
Mm,
still fighting at his age. And your mother, Carla, serving tables. Such hardworking people. And your sisters, Kyra, Callie, Kendra, and Kate, I believe. They must be proud of their big brother.
Not even remotely, but hey, you know what? I could be dying here tonight. Why try and lie? Why not be honest? All right. You let me go. I'll get them to drop.
Okay. We have a deal.
Yeah.
And so you can see her, or you can hear her snap, and the bag immediately goes back over your head. And you hear the footsteps start to move, and you are moved back up, kind of in that same kind of maze that you went down. You go back
Just to
up.
preface this, I am having Deckard count every step and left
Okay.
and right. Like, he's not saying shit, so he gets to focus now, but that's what he's going to be doing.
Yes. And so they're leading you back up, same route. And so they let you back out. And you can hear the noises from outside once again. They put you back in the car. Lock you up again. You still have the sack on your head. And this time, men get in the car with you.
Mhm.
So now the van is packed. You don't know how many men are in here. You can guesstimate if you're listening to how many steps you heard get into the car.
Right.
And you
guessing
hear
3
it
or
start.
4.
You start to reverse.
Mhm.
You hear the car start to reverse, and it's driving once again. It's reversing. It's not driving far this time. It's only about a 5-minute drive. You hear the car still idling as it stops. Car doors open, and someone picks you up.
Mm.
Doors and they push you out of the car. Bag still on your head.
Mhm. All right.
You are still restrained.
Yep.
Hands and feet. You hear the car door shut, and you hear the car take off.
Okay. So, how much room can I lift the bag up off my head? Like, my hands aren't that tied, right?
Yeah, you can kind of like
Okay,
your
just
hands are
grab it and yank.
together like this.
Yeah, but I can grab it and yank,
like
right?
ankles touching. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah.
Okay. So, where exactly did
ankles,
they
I
drop
meant
me
wrists.
off? Yeah.
You find yourself so you know that you're near Main Street in the tourist trap area.
Mhm.
And you know that you're near that. You're not on it though.
Right.
And you're looking around. They kind of just parked right at a stoplight, and they
Mhm.
peeled off. So
Okay.
you're looking up. You can see the red, yellow, green, those lights up top.
So I can see like the street sign names at least, so I know
Mhm.
where I'm at. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Any buildings around me?
Yeah. There's like shopping, clothing stores next to you. There's cafes. Everything's kind of shut down. You could see lots of like slot machines nearby. You can kind of hear the water. You're kind of
Mhm.
near the what's it called, like the docks and stuff like that, and near the beach.
Okay. So he's gonna roll over. He's gonna push himself up to standing like as best he can, and then like he's gonna like hop back to lean against a wall, so he's not trying to balance on his leg. And then I do want to change the game. I want to see if I can't force the bullet out of his leg with healing.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. So I want to do a strong self-preservation instinct. I feel like I should read these off just so people know what I'm picking.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Then rapid healing, and I think that's about all I can do for that particular one.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Core move. Change the game. Yes. Execute.
Strong self-preservation and then rapid self-healing.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
That's a +2. Oh, look at you got a buddy. You got a help point from a friend. Now you got +3. Approve.
Thankfully. Thanks. Let's see what I got.
Oh, that'll do it.
Hang
Jeez,
on,
what is
I
that?
can't see
13?
anything. I can't see anything.
14.
Holy shit. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you get 3 juice. Even though it's 14, you get 3 juice. You can gain the following effects: create a story tag, burn a story tag. I'm guessing you're doing give or reduce a status.
Yeah, I'm gonna reduce my status of the flesh wound 2 down to 0, so I don't have a physical status anymore.
Okay, there you go. What does that look like as you're
So,
doing it? He's like,
As Deckard's like he's tied up, or at least he's cuffed and he's standing up. He's looking down at the like wound in his leg as best he can. It's in the back of it, right? So he like lifts his knee up a little bit and he presses his hands down against his thigh and he pushes inward as hard as he can while flexing.
Ooh.
And you see the bullet like start to slowly like work its way out of the back of his thigh before it falls and goes tink 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 tink. And then his skin heals up. It's still like a little pink and red there, but it's not.
Yeah.
There's no longer like a flesh wound anymore. It's like, fuck,
Okay.
that feels so much better. Jesus Christ. Ugh.
And you have 1 point of juice left.
Yeah.
You want to bank it, or do you want to use it?
I can't really bank it for this because I'd have to be able to use it again in this particular type of situation.
Oh,
what
with
I
the bullet
will-
wound? You'll get
what I-
another one.
Actually, you know what I do? I'm gonna create a story tag. Actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna have Deckard always have like a hidden cuff key in his back, like his back pocket.
Oh, look at
That
you.
way he can pop it open and
You can get
start
you
picking
can at least
bugs.
get your legs first. I don't know if you can,
Yeah.
because your wrists are like this. If
Mhm.
you can like,
Well,
you
can
can
use
hand
his
it to
teeth.
someone.
He
Next
can
time
use his teeth to like
That's
push
true,
it in and
that's true.
twist. Yeah. So he's gonna.
I
do
was
that to
gonna
get
say you can
himself
like
out of
walk up to someone and be like, "Hey, can you uncuff me?"
it. Yeah. Okay, so this is just like Budapest. I know you don't know what that is, but
Oh, it is. Okay, so you're able to you use all your juice. You're able to push the bullet wound out. You got your legs free. You're using your hands, and eventually, you got your hands free.
and first
And
thing
we're
I'm
gonna
doing is
cut
pull out
back.
was it the
You
first thing I
pull-
pull my phone out to call Cassia.
Okay, we're going to cut to Cassia, Vera, Tae-Woo. You're in the car. What are you guys doing?
Tay's following us because he's in a separate car, right?
Is he? Okay. I thought he got in
Oh.
Vera's car. I don't know.
I'll take my own.
So are we like following
Wow.
the GPS? I think we're following the
Yeah.
GPS on like my phone or something in my car. Okay.
Turn left
She's
onto
following-
Main Street.
Vera, this is ridiculous. 2 in 1 night.
What do you mean
It's
2 in 1 night?
well, first Trudy, now Deckard.
Oh.
You got to be kidding me.
That.
Well, for one, I know you were going through a lot, but you didn't have to say all that to Trudy. She's going through it too, you know.
Please, this is not the time for this.
Hey, you're the one who started the conversation about saying 2 in 1 night. I'm just giving my 2 cents.
I had to watch Deckard get on his knees with a bullet in his leg and get loaded into a SWAT car. I pretended to be a lawyer for Trudy, and I get a suspicious phone call from Detective Tae-Woo saying, "Hey, do you have any thoughts about her?" I think I'm a little justified in my behavior.
I'm not gonna tell you that you're wrong, because you're not. I feel like the sooner we get Deckard back and we talk to Trudy, we can all put all of our grievances out there and maybe come to an understanding. We don't have to be best friends or buddy-buddy or even know each other's birthdays for all I care. We just need to fucking work together. The sooner we get them back, the sooner we'll be able to do that. Wait a minute. You care about them a lot more than I thought you did.
I definitely don't care. What has this gotten me in return?
Nothing. That's what Karen does.
That I'm
You care,
just
you get your heart broken. Why do you think people have
I'm
kids?
just getting hurt again. This
Well,
is
that's a part of-
unfair.
That's a part of
I'm
Karen.
tired.
That's a part of
I'm
loving
tired
someone.
of it. I don't want to see Deckard at the bottom of the bay or fucking harbor. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see what I thought Trudy was innocent and turns out she's some super villain. I don't. I just deal in information. I shouldn't have gotten close to anybody, and it's my fault. This is all my fault. Can we just drive a little bit faster and then we'll air
At that
out
moment, Cassia, you feel your phone start to ring.
and she picks it up. It's Cassia.
Hey, I don't know exactly where you guys are, but I'm
Oh
down
my
near
God.
Main Street.
Oh my god. You're alive?
Are you a ghost? Am I dead? Is that what this is?
I wish you were dead.
That's not nice.
Where are you?
That was a lie. And no,
In the background.
Where
I'm
are
on
you?
Main Street. I'm downtown. Like I'm near the tourist trap. You know that fucking scuzzy place where people always get jacked and shit.
Yeah.
Cuffs. I don't have the cuffs on me anymore, and the bullet's out of my leg. Thank fuck. Ugh. But I need y'all if you can pick me up here, and then I'm gonna tell y'all where to drive. I think I know where I was held. I can at least look back at that, but there's a lot of shit going on right now.
Do you need medical?
Nope, I'm good. All healed up.
I saw you get shot.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for me. I thought my skin was a little tougher than it is, apparently. But I managed to force the bullet out. It's on the ground. It's kind of cool. It's all mushroomed up.
Shut
Never mind.
up.
Yeah.
All
Just
right,
here.
fine.
I'm here. Like,
Vera, can you go to Maine and you know where that what was it called again, Deckard? The skivvy
Tourist trap.
place? Tourist
Tourist trap.
trap.
yeah.
And
This
then
is what
I
we all
know the
call it.
place. I'm turning, and then she like does a U-turn a little bit, like stops following the GPS, knowing full well where
and
to
she
go.
texts Tae-Woo on the phone with Deckard.
Did Tay find anything, by the way? Like, I know this whole thing was specifically to get him to get inside, but I need to know if he found anything.
Does it look like I fucking care if he found anything?
I'm sure you talked to him. Like, I'm sure he got an earful, and I'm gonna get one too. Fully deserved, by the way. I agree, but I am still trying to do what I believe is my job.
That's amazing. And maybe you can talk
Thank
to
you.
Tae-Woo yourself.
Okay. He's not with you, right?
No, it's not my fucking problem right now. We'll be there in, what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, Vera?
Looks about that way.
We'll just don't get kidnapped again. I don't know. Send me your location. Whatever.
Okay, how do I do that on this phone?
I think she already hung up. You asked that question.
Okay, where's the ping me button? Where's the ping me button?
What kind of phone do you have?
It's a Samsung S10.
Yeah. I don't know. I think, does she have an iPhone? If she has an iPhone, it's not gonna work.
It won't. If it was like if we had Snapchat together, maybe. My Snapchat location.
Oh, I don't know. Are you guys that close yet?
Yeah, Deckard really sends like the dog filter faces to everybody he knows.
Shut up. Oh my god.
No.
Soon enough, you guys see him. He's you see his silhouette before you see his full body. But he's like in an alleyway, or he's leaning against a wall,
Smoking.
just waiting. Yeah.
hmm
And soon enough, you see Vera's car pull up. The stressed out Cassia, passenger seat.
Does Vera have like a nice car? I assume it's a really nice car.
Yes.
Lexus.
That's not even that nice.
She likes nice, but it stays under the radar. So
Okay.
Oh.
So she's not
Nice.
driving up with like a
Nice.
Bentley or anything.
Nice
She has a
blacked out,
2027 Honda Civic.
nice blacked out tinted windows Honda Civic.
No, go against type. It's a Ford Raptor.
Oh God.
I don't know cars.
That's cool. That's cool. I was just
Yeah.
messing with it. But it's
Okay,
a nice.
it's a Honda
car.
Civic.
Got it. Okay.
It's a Honda Civic. There we go. Don't know what it looks like, but you know what? That's it. That's the car.
The new
Yeah, they're
hotness.
very inconspicuous.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, you see her car pull up.
All right. He's gonna like flag him down as much as he can at least.
Yeah. She pulls up next to him, unlocks the car, just waits for him to get in.
He's like, he pauses. He's like, kind of hesitant. He's like, it's probably scarier getting into this car than getting thrown in the back of a SWAT car. It's like, where's Tay at? I thought he was supposed to be with you.
He's in the other car behind us. Just get in.
All right, fine. And then they'll climb into the back
Yeah.
seat.
Yep, Tae-Woo, you see all this happening. You're right behind him.
Yep.
Like, all right, so they drove me from wherever they parked the fucking SWAT car. Like, it's like 5 minutes away. I want to say they were doing the speed limit. It didn't feel like they were in much of a rush. Probably trying not to grab too much attention, but I counted how many steps there were between me and the car, and I know what directions they were turning me, so I can probably work my way back.
Is that what you guys want to do? You want to retrace your steps to find out where they took him? Is that what everybody wants to do?
Deckard's gonna but before you guys commit to that, I really need Tay in here too. Like, and where's Trudy at?
You guys haven't heard back from Trudy.
Cassie's just dead silent. She's not saying anything.
So, are the three of you standing outside Vera's car having this conversation, or
Oh,
in?
Like,
no.
are you
I
all-
crawled into the car and I was like, I
Crawled
didn't
into the
realize that you're
car.
not in there.
We're driving. Like, Vera's just going in directions until like Deckard like says like turn here or go a different way.
So like Decker's probably just gonna get him as close as he can to like the original spot where the SWAT car was before his thing. Like, okay, we should probably park here and regroup.
All right. So like
Okay.
after parking, I think like Tae-Woo is not far behind.
Yeah, I'll be pulling up right behind you in my Kia Sorento.
Oh,
Good car.
okay,
That's
I
a
was
reliable
wondering.
car.
Sounds about
Cassie's
right.
just like, yeah, that's the shit right there.
Yeah, that's a good guy.
So Deckard, before we do anything crazy,
hmm
do you realize what you did wrong?
Yeah,
Are you aware of your mistakes? I genuinely want to know.
yeah, I should have been running when I hit. That way I didn't have to stop and
No.
go. But
That's not what I meant. You shouldn't have been running anywhere. You shouldn't have punched a car window. You shouldn't have been trying to make a distraction. It was an
Okay.
in-out job. There are so many ways to go about that. I already had this conversation with Tae-Woo, and now I'm having it with you. Because apparently both of you don't understand what stealth is.
no,
It's very
here's the
frustrating.
thing. Here's the thing. I get where you're coming from, and the only reason that we're having this conversation is because it didn't work. Had it worked, it never would have been an issue. Problem is, I do not trust any of the shit that's going on right now. We had Trudy's place get raided. Whatever was
Deckard.
inside there was planted. Hang on. I know you want to yell at me, and I will fully embrace that, but let me say my fucking piece and get my shit out, please. Trudy's place got raided. She got something planted on there. I know how these motherfuckers work. That's not normal. Whenever she got arrested and drew us in there, fine, that sucks. Tay needed a distraction because they had two unarmed cars watching it. That's not normal. And they were all full. There's 8 people watching one shop for no reason. That they don't want anybody looking into it. So even if I managed to only get one of them, I needed all of them out of there. Now, I fucked up. I fully admit that. I was stupid. I fully admit that. I know what I did was wrong. And the 30-minute ride I had in the back of that fucking SWAT car did a lot of perspective thinking for me. But I still don't think that anything we're doing is going to be nearly as effective if we try to do it only by the shadows. Because, good fucking news, we're all being watched. That got told to me. They know who you are. They know who she is. They know who Tay is. They know me. They know Trudy. They know my fucking family by name and occupation. That's who took me. I don't know who these fucking people are, but they were able to name drop every fucking one of us. Now you can come back to yelling at me. I fully deserve that.
Vera's like rant is stopped after Deckard says like they know you. They know everyone who you are with. And she's intrigued,
Oh.
honestly. She wants to meet these people.
It's like, look,
Partner up
she
with
had
them.
she had like
Yes.
fucking 6, maybe 7 goons, combat boots, ski mask, the whole fucking shebang for hiding themselves. And skin. I didn't really get a good look at it because the bag. They picked a pretty good bag, all things considered. You know, couldn't really see through it. But did I know what kind of shoes she was wearing, or did I not see her feet?
No, you could. I mean, yeah, you could. I guess you could see her feet. She was wearing like a black business suit and like chunky heels.
Okay, like Decker's
Black-
guess is
black
just he would
chunky.
know women's fashion to a degree, so he could at least describe it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know what's going on, but the conditions of my release and being shoved out of a fucking car were to drop it and to convince all of you to drop it. The threat to my family, on the other hand, is really not convincing me to do either of those things.
Oh no, they are fully trying to psych you out.
Yeah,
That's
no.
why they let you go without any issue.
Mhm.
They expect us to come back. So maybe we shouldn't. I would like to meet this lady. She sounds wonderful. But maybe we should go and regroup for a day or two. Maybe catch up with Trudy. Find somewhere else to meet since none of our homes are safe. Or businesses.
It's not hard to find me. It's not hard to find my family. They're not trying to hide, right? I don't know if you are. Tay probably doesn't. He's public record. He's a cop. Like, Rudy, obviously not. Her shop is there. But Cassie, I don't know exactly how hidden you are from most people, but I think you're probably better off than most of us. But you two in particular are off the grid as far as I'm concerned.
I'm not necessarily off the grid, but them knowing my family worries me.
Now, I know they know my family. I don't know how connected they are to know y'all's. I just know that they know who we are. Probably safe to assume they know, but if you deal in assumptions, it doesn't always work out.
Well, it's better to be safe than sorry. So, I'm going to have a couple meetings with a few of my contacts. Make sure everyone is in line and stays that way. We'll find another place to meet up, and we'll go from there. But I don't think we should be going to meet with them tonight.
Probably not. Like, I'll keep the steps back in the back of my mind at least, and if we know the starting point, I can get us close. I believe. Plus, I've been bleeding a lot, so probably have a nice little blood trail to follow.
Oh yeah, you did get shot.
Yeah, not anymore. I'm not bleeding anymore. Your car upholstery is fine. I promise. It's all dried now.
Oh, that's not what I'm worried about. I'm hoping your leg is still okay. Even
Yeah,
if
it's
it's
fine.
healed,
Yeah, no, it's
there
fine.
could be
Yeah.
some pain.
Nah, so it pushed the bullet out, and it's one solid piece, so should be good.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to deal with any broken bullet fragments. Sorry, we have been talking shop this entire time. Cassia, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
That's a lie, but let's go home.
Yeah.
He's gonna lean in like over the seat and be like, Vera, how hard is this gonna how badly is she gonna yell at me?
Oh, you're in the doghouse for a long time.
Fuck. All right. Did she at least yell at Tay too?
She's gonna yell at both of you, and I'm gonna give you a repeat of this.
Fuck.
Think about going it alone and doing things that are stupid and have attention put on you.
Right.
Mistakes were made. We can be better.
Yeah.
There's always a chance to be better.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I don't like that answer. That's why we're going to be talking about it a lot.
You know that this is like that. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. That's the same feeling you're giving me right now. Like that's the same overall vibe I'm feeling right now.
Oh, that is very much on purpose.
God damn it.
I'm guessing you guys pulled over, and Tae-Woo, did you get in the car with him?
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, where are you guys having this conversation?
It was just in the car.
Fully in the car.
Okay, well, while you guys are talking, I would have pulled up behind you and just kind of knock on your window.
You guys hear? Yeah, I see.
Vera unlocks the door so Tae-Woo can get in.
Yeah.
I'll crawl into the back seat. Who's in the back seat? Is it me and Deckard in the back seat? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The bad people got stuffed in the back
You lose shotgun privileges.
for a week.
The weapon and the seat.
Damn it.
Yeah.
That's just cruel, Adam.
Deckard,
So
I'm glad to see that you are healthy.
Yeah. I'll give him a quick recap of what I told them. I don't want to have to go through all that again, but at the same time, Deckard's be like, so, barring all the other bullshit that happened, did you find anything in Trudy's shop?
Oh, I most certainly did. I think our
find?
plan was executed flawlessly.
Yeah, yeah, it worked, didn't it? You got what you so it did work. It did work. I mean, this
Yeah,
part wasn't planned, but
but you're perfectly healthy and safe.
yeah, bullets
I
not there
understand you were
anymore.
shot. I don't even see any evidence. Oh, maybe there's a little hole in your pants, but
Yeah,
are you wearing
it's okay.
shorts? I'm not sure.
No, it's jeans, but holy jeans are in
Okay.
style, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You're fine. Everything's fine.
But what did you find?
Um, well, I think we need to have a conversation with Trudy.
Oh,
There was a fake wall. It looked like, and I'm just trying to remember this. Correct me if I'm wrong. But there was a fake wall. I think that's where the artifact was hidden behind, recently constructed, and there was a receipt for those construction materials signed off by Trudy herself. So,
They weren't signed. They weren't signed by Judy.
oh, they were not. Okay. But
Yeah.
there was a receipt there for the construction materials. So I'm not quite sure, like, if Trudy was aware of this construction in her own shop. And if so, was she aware of the artifact it was hiding? And if not, how could she not be aware of something like this being built in her own shop?
yeah. Like how big was the wall? Was it just like a little cubby, like a little hideout for it, or was it an actual full size wall?
It was built into I mean, the wall was a large wall, but it was like a little. It was no more than like 3 feet by 3 feet.
Like a big patch?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, that's yeah. I've done a little bit of construction, home renovation and shit before, and that doesn't take long to do. So somebody could have snuck in and done it, but if there is a receipt, then that means somebody paid for it too. So maybe it was a patch. Maybe she was trying to patch some kind of damage there that was done before. But you're right. Probably be better to have the conversation with her than speculating.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. But the point that I need to make, that I have to drive home at least, and you guys are all adults. You can make your own decisions. I'm not gonna try and force you, but the people that were watching us were hinting very strongly that we need to stop altogether. What was the word she used? She said I was inconvenient, so that we can chalk that one up on me. But also, the situation is delicate. I don't know exactly how the founder's sigil or seal can be delicate for this, but I mean, it could be kind of like us. We're not exactly normal, and things around the city kind of have the same general power to a degree, some a little bit more than others. But y'all think this is one of those cases, or
Yeah. What's everybody thinking?
Well, I don't like the fact that this woman knows who we are and is keeping tabs on us. I don't like that. But I also understand that some of you have more to lose than others by this threat.
uh, and so I'm just curious, like, what kind of level of power do you need to be able to have SWAT cars at your beck and call within? And hey, you weren't in there for very long. Like, I punched the window, I started backing up. It had to have been at most 3.5, maybe 4 minutes. SWAT cars don't show up that fast. Like,
Well, we do know that the chief of the Old Town precinct is dirty, and he is likely in the pocket of whoever this woman is.
Vera, do you know anybody that might have dealings with this particular precinct? Cassia, either of you?
Not now, but I can make some calls and figure that out. But my guess, it's either someone with a lot of money, a politician, or a combination of both.
Hmm.
Because if the precinct is in someone else's pocket, it has to be someone of that standing.
Do I need to get a new phone?
Most likely.
Shit.
I can get you one. This time it's not going to be an iPhone. I hope you like Androids.
I do. That's what he has.
Well
yeah.
then, you're gonna have to learn how to do an iPhone.
Shit. You can get Candy Crush on iPhone, right?
Yes, you can.
All right.
But again, I'll look into it, see which people have that sort of pull. I doubt that my ex-husband has that pull, but maybe who's moved up and I haven't noticed. Well, I can check either way.
You're gonna call Miles?
Wait, you were
Oh,
married?
of course not.
Oh, okay. It
Um,
sounded like you're gonna reach out to him for a second.
she
Uh,
has some people on the inside still working for him.
She's got a
Double
lo-
the pay, double the pay, best work. All you gotta do is tell me what he does.
You got like a long list of people
Ooh.
she calls before Miles. Like,
Got it.
Oh, Miles isn't even
Okay.
on the bottom of the list.
he's got his own list. Do not call. Number
Mhm.
one.
And Cassia, what she's thinking at this moment, she's awfully quiet. What's going on in her brain?
Cassie's quiet because she's going through a lot, and she, to be honest, she doesn't really care that somebody's keeping tabs on her. She's an informant, is what she does. She's a bartender. She can't really screen everybody that comes into the bar. She doesn't really have much going for her. I mean, if anything, if they find her brothers or her father, it'll be a nice little reward. Hey, you found your brother. At least he's dead, you know? Could be honest.
You don't know that they're dead.
Yeah. Information is crucial. It's better than, you know, blank walls. So she's really, especially after hearing what Tae-Woo said about Trudy as well, she just wants to go back to work tomorrow. And she
You do have you do have the 3 p.m. shift tomorrow.
She was going to lecture Deckard, but since he has it in his own mind that he already sees it coming, she doesn't see any value in it.
Okay.
No point in lecturing somebody that already knows it's coming.
Yeah. Okay. We'll tell that to all of our mothers.
No,
Because
see,
they'll-
this is
you know, they
this
do
is
it anyway.
worse.
Do it
This
anyway.
is worse.
Vera,
Okay.
Vera, can you just take me home? I got work tomorrow.
Of course. And then she unlocks the car so Tae-Woo can get out and take his car home.
Yes, thank you.
Not gonna drive away and leave your car in the random
Yeah.
city center.
I like it.
Okay.
Verisimilitude. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She drops
Okay.
Deckard off first, maybe.
So, I mean, at least where Deckard tells her to drop him off, and then he waits like 2 minutes for her to drive off, and then walks the other direction.
Wow.
Yeah. You don't trust her with knowing your location yet?
I mean, the only person that knows about the brothel is Cassia, so Deckard's not. He's not exactly like thrilled about the idea of people knowing he doesn't actually have a home.
Got it. Okay.
I think Tay knows now too. I think Cassia told him.
Oh shit! Did she drop that? I thought that was
Yeah.
just like. I thought that was just. Oh shit! Okay. Fuck.
Yeah, that's a.
Now I'm gonna.
I don't know if
you.
Vera knows though.
Good luck.
Oh, she doesn't know. I mean, it's not like she didn't care. It's more of like she had no need to look up that information.
Mhm.
So she doesn't think about it.
Okay.
Like, it's not gonna be valuable information for her, like, ever really. I don't
Yeah,
think.
it's not valuable information, so she doesn't have the need to know.
Yeah.
Okay. It's almost 2 a.m. at this point. So you drop off Deckard first, and then now you're in the car with Cassia. Is there anything else you would like to say, or do you want us to just flow past it and you just drop her off?
As she like pulls up to Cassia's house, like as like following the GPS, like pulls up to her house. And she says this while like still either like looking out the window or like looking out the front like glass windshield. Is those I forgot
Mhm.
words.
They're called windshields.
Okay. Yep, they're called windshields. Okay. Either like as she's like looking out the window, looking through like the windshield, not directly looking at Cassia, she
Mhm.
goes, I get why caring about someone hurts. Trust me, I'm one of the main people that understands that. That you know. But there are some people that are worth it. As much as it sucks, they're worth it. So please don't lose hope on that. That's what keeps us human.
Cassia's gonna look at her front door. You know, it's the same place that she grew up. Same place that she was abandoned multiple times. Vera, thanks for tonight. You know, at least you were somewhat kind about this situation. And unfortunately, all these stories end up with me walking back into that house alone. And that's
You know,
fine.
there's always a choice. There's always another choice, Cassia.
Get married, have kids.
God, no. Not unless you really want to deal with marital strife. But there are other options. You don't have to walk back in that house if you don't want to. My door's
She's asking
always
you to
open.
come live with her.
No.
I knew it.
I appreciate that. But I don't think I could get my hopes up. We both know what you do for a living. I don't really want to have to care if you come home every day.
That I do understand.
It never works out in that. I don't know. I'm tired. It's been a long day, but thank you, Vera. I really appreciate it. And if you ever need anything from me, you know the bar.
Look, if you just give me my stuffed drink when I need it, we're good. And then she, like, I guess you're, like, standing in front of the door. She, like, rolls up her window and, like, drives off.
Cassia goes inside.
Okay. And what's Tae-Woo doing? Is he also just going home for the night?
Tae-Woo's gonna drive around a little bit. Night
Okay.
shook him a little.
Mhm.
On the one hand, as I mentioned before, he didn't feel like he did anything wrong until he was forced to face it by his crew mates. After having seen Deckard safe, apparently unwounded,
Yeah.
in his mind, in his logical, cold, like reptilian mind,
Yeah. His
everything went to
wizard brain.
plan. He got
Yeah.
his evidence, and Deckard got out, made the distraction. Everything was fine, but there's still that nagging piece of discontent from the others that kind of told him he did something wrong, and he's trying to make sense of that, and it's not reconciling in his brain. And then the thing that I think that comes into play here is that, and I think this was touched on earlier, he's asking himself why. Why do they care so much? Why do they care so much if Deckard got injured? Why do they care? Because he's never had that feeling of having anyone care for him. He's never felt care for anyone else. Everyone in his life up until that point was a tool, someone he could use or manipulate for his own needs and his own ends. So they find people around him now that actually care about one another. It's kind of jarring to him. He's trying to make sense of that as well.
Are you just doing one of those drives where you kind of like, people are like, I just need to go on a, like, I need to go walk to clear my head. Or are you like, I just need to drive and you're just driving and thinking at this moment?
Yes, a lot of that.
Is it one of those drives where like no music, window down, because you're kind of punishing yourself a little bit?
It's very specific. How many times do you do that?
I've done it before.
3 times a week, maybe.
Yeah, I've definitely.
3 times.
Same.
Right before.
Same.
It's
Oh my gosh.
It happens the most whenever you like almost like get into a wreck or something, or something you do something bad and then you
You gotta
course correct and
sober,
it jars you. Yeah.
sober up. You gotta put
Yeah.
on some music. You gotta roll down the window a little bit.
Gotta make sure your ears work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like gotta turn that shit down. I can't see.
Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
you guys need therapy. I think that's what that means.
Isn't that what this is all
Already
about?
in it. It's okay.
Already? Don't even worry about it.
See you guys on Fridays.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, it's going to be the next day. Okay?
Yeah.
So. Okay, and we're back. Now, I had an idea. I think to let stuff kind of my mind is going, I want to let things cool down for a second. You know what I mean? So, it's the next day. Everybody goes to work, does their thing. We're going to kind of do like a downtime montage. And that's actually a move. So let's do that for today. And you guys can decide if you want to meet up today. Or you're just like, hey, I'm just going to work and I'm going to do my own thing for today. And then meet tomorrow. So let's see. Let me see what today is. Today's March 9th. And it is now, it's like 12 p.m., midday, lunchtime. So, yeah. Cassia, you are, getting ready for work. You have a 3 p.m. shift. Tae-Woo, you are at the precinct. I don't know if you have any jobs, Deckard, if you're looking into that. And Vera, what you're doing. I don't know. Vera, I don't know what's your day job?
What does Vera do?
I know that you're a fixer. How does she keep herself busy, though?
Day
She's
trading.
thinking.
Day trading. She's an icon. We love her.
Oh my
Yep.
God. Okay.
Day trading. That's all
Short,
she does.
succinct, to the point.
Yeah.
Okay.
If she
Um,
gets paid for helping somebody out, that money gets into her bank account. She doesn't remember from who, but she knows it's coming.
Okay, that's all you need to know. So yeah, it is about 12 p.m. So let's start with who I just see first. I'm gonna go with you, Cassia. We're gonna do the downtime move. There's like a montage move that everybody can make. So yeah, let's do that. And tell me what you're going to do today.
Cassia just really just wants to go to work. She doesn't want to deal with anything. She doesn't want to deal with her thoughts. She doesn't want to deal with... She's probably thinking about, I now owe Jason about $2,000 and she's probably gonna have to figure that out. But
Yeah.
she is a lawyer, so it's fine. She's just gonna mark
She's not.
attention on her routine. And
Okay.
she's just gonna head to work for the day. And you'll see her
She's going to work.
3 p.m.
Okay.
to, 1 a.m. Something like that.
Ooh, that's a long shift. Yeah. Okay. Next up, Deckard. What are you doing for downtime?
Deckard's. Let's see. He more than likely is still reeling from the night previously. Like he got home at 2, so woke up, did his normal shit in the morning, but he's just weighing on his head the threat that's been leveled at him.
Yep.
To kind of clear that out of his mind, is more or less he's gonna go to like the what do they call it? The bailiff, the bounty guy that hands the shit out. He'll pick one up and
Yeah.
he'll focus mostly on that. Just a really quick job, but the entire point behind it is like Deckard does shit and then he'll do the job, but he's kind of like trying to assuage guilt that is there for him, and then he's still. This one in particular, he's doing it to make quick cash so he can go drop it off at a specific apartment in the city, without anybody knowing he's there.
Got it.
So I
So,
think.
you
let me
giving
hit the
attention to
button.
one of your logos?
Yeah, let me hit the button.
Okay.
I think I'll do Culebra.
Oh, right. That's the name of your theme card, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of them.
Make sure. Explore mythos, prefer next activity. Tell them. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's that, and then I kind of want to mark attention to one of his mythoses though, like, namely because like he's doing the bounty hunting portion of it, but the fact that the bullet hit him and it still hurt him, that's bothering him a lot because he's gotten used to not taking damage, so he's kind of wondering why something so mundane could hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think it's one of those issues that he wants to see, like what can actually hurt him.
Okay, so do you want to give attention to
To the
your
events
logos or the
unfold-
mythos?
The mythos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So
Okay.
I'll hit the explore mythos option, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Click.
Yeah, and then so you explore your mythos, tell everyone at the table which mystery you explore and how you do it. You gain one clue with with a method and a source based on your description.
Okay.
So,
He knows he got shot, so for him, while he's like waiting for the bounty to show up, because he knows kind of like where he's at, so he's just kind of chilling. But he's like, he's not gonna shoot himself, but he is basically like
Oh my
testing
God.
he's testing his skin just a little bit. Like he's got a knife, he's pushing it against like his palm, not hard enough to where it would be cause concern, but he's pushing, and you see the skin like push inward, but it's not giving, the knife's not going through, and then like the tip of the knife breaks off, so he's like, okay, slow and steady pressure doesn't quite do it, and then it's just little things like that. He's trying to see where the limit is on his skin.
okay.
Mhm.
And you gain one clue.
Okay.
What clue would you like regarding this?
I kind of want to know if it's a specific, like, I want to know if in his mind he's thinking maybe it's a specific material, because the knife is metal, so metal's not hurting him, but maybe it's lead, maybe it's copper, maybe it's something kind of like a Superman situation where it's specific material could penetrate through him.
And I can tell you the clue, or
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
give you.
Like, you can
yeah.
give me what you think it would be. Like,
Okay.
you could have like a Baldur
you-
situation where mistletoe does it.
You're starting to realize, you're realizing that it could very much be that it's more of like a mental thing that's affecting your body. It's more thinking that you got overly cocky that night and you made a decision and it affected your body.
Okay, so it's self-actualizing.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I can live with that.
Yes. Cool.
So let me add attention.
Next. Yeah.
I get to level
Yeah.
up. I get
Now
to
you get to
up.
level up because I invoked weakness
Mhm.
tag like twice that
Uh-huh.
night because you deserve it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go on to Tae-Woo. You can give attention to one of your logos themes. work the case, explore your mythos, prepare for your next activity, or you can recover from your last activity.
I'm going to choose to give attention to one of my logos, specifically detective.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to be spending the day going over the events of the previous evening or day. I don't know how long that time frame was. I can't recall. But there are a lot of unanswered questions, and unanswered questions are something that Tay cannot abide by. So there's the question of where's the artifact? Who are these people? Why were they guarding it? What's up with Trudy? Who's this lady? So
Yes,
he
yeah.
and why, like, who's paying off the chief of the other precinct? All these questions are kind of swimming around in his head, and in order to kind of push out these distracting thoughts of emotion and caring,
Yeah.
like things that came up the other night, he focuses all his attention on trying to get closure, at least to some of these questions that came up yesterday.
Okay. It sounds like work the case more than anything, but you're saying give attention to one of your logos. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. Actually, that's a good point.
I feel like it's a fun combination because he is working the case and it's his card at the same time.
You know what? In this particular, I'll go with work the case actually, because it is specific to that.
Got
Let's
it.
click on that one.
Okay, so with work the case, tell everyone at the table how you do it, and you gain 3 clues with the method and source based on your description.
One thing I forgot to mention. I'll call Deckard up and tell him he has a date with Martha. What the?
Oh.
Do we gotta do this conversation? Or is this just
If
me
you
being
want
told?
to, you could just say
I'm good with it.
it's up to you. Okay. Yeah, Deckard's completely fine with it. Martha is excited. So how are you going about like looking up this stuff, or who are you talking to? Who are you reaching out to?
I want to do it quietly.
Okay.
I don't want to raise attention that anyone's digging around, especially the other precinct. So I'm going to try to just be doing research on what this artifact is about. Like, what is it? Like, why is it so important? Why are there so many people after it?
Yeah. You can do some Google searches.
Do I need to provide more methods?
Do you only want to know, so do you want 3 clues about the sigil? That's it?
One clue about the sigil. What is it? Maybe 2. What is it? I don't know if it's combined, or why is it so important? Why are people after it?
Okay.
Secondly, I want to know who this lady is. But I don't know how to go about researching that.
Yeah.
And
you
I
don't
think
have
the only
any information on her.
Yeah, so the only way that in Tae's head that he can think of right now is that he's going to start trying to follow the money. Maybe he's going to try and dig surreptitiously into some accounts that the chief of the other precinct has, just to see, make some calls. Has there been any big deposits into his account kind of lately? And
Got it. Okay. Who are you calling to get that information about the
I'd
account?
be calling the bank, excuse me, the banks directly, telling them I'm a detective with the police and following up on an investigation.
Got it. Okay. So the first 2 clues about the founder sigil, you said, what is it? Right? That was the first one? What is it? Like, what is it? What does it look like?
No, like, what makes it special? Like, it's an object, founder sigil. I imagine it's some sort of sigil.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the history behind it more?
Oh, okay. So if you're doing research, you'll find that like the founders of the city, when they first got to the city, this was like they wanted to, like when they were building the city and like coming up with like laws and trying to make everything fair and not and bring everybody together. They use that sigil as a representative of keeping our word. This is like our word is our bond. And how do you put it? Like when someone gives something, they give an actual object importance, and they say, by agreeing to this, we're all gonna like build this thing together, and it's gonna represent the founding of the city and everybody coming together. Like the first people who came to start the city decided, it was 3 different people, or 3 or 4 different people came together, started the city, and they had differing views and stuff. And in order to come together and at least have some type of peace, they all like created the sigil, or at least that's like the myth around it, whether it's this
What did-
actual item or something like that.
Oh, so I don't even know if it's a physical object or not. Like,
It is a physical object, but rumor is that they didn't really have this in the beginning, that it could have just been made like 100 years ago or something. Like the city was founded a long time ago, but like the rumor is that they had the sigil, and they all made a pact or whatever, and this was at the center of it.
are there any
But
pictures of it?
From that long ago, no. So right now, there's some conspiracy theorists who say, "Oh, this is all just hearsay; doesn't really mean anything." But I don't know if that matters, because at this time, it holds a lot of importance in the town, in the city.
Okay. I guess the follow-up question to
Yeah.
that was like,
Yeah.
why is it important? Like, what's the significance of having it? Like, why would there be
Yeah.
people after it?
Well, it costs a lot of money. It's kind of like the Mona Lisa, just because of how old it is, or how old it supposedly is. And there's kind of like a superstition about it. If it's removed from its place in City Hall, the city will erupt in chaos. It's the only thing that's keeping the city in one piece. And it's always been in that same spot. There have been rumors about people trying to steal it because it's such a high profile item. And nobody's ever done it until now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And the third clue, you said you're looking for money?
The money trail to see who's paying off the chief.
To see who's paying off the chief. And you said you're calling banks?
Hmm.
I can let you know, not that I'm trying to cut you off as the MC, but I can let you know what the banks know.
Sure.
Right? So, there is a bank downtown. You reach out to them, and they let you know that there are high profile clients that they service there. But that's all they can let you know. So very rich people go there, deposit cash, and they can't say more.
Very
Yeah.
Swiss bank kind of.
Exactly. It's very Cayman Islands.
Right. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
But
That's it for me.
if anybody was going to, you can suspect that if anybody is doing anything nefarious or is paying off whole precincts, they would be doing it from here. Like, this is the bank in the city to do it from.
All right. Thanks.
Century Bank, downtown.
Cool.
Okay. Vera, last but not least, you can give attention to one of your themes, work the case, explore your mythos, prepare for your next activity, or recover from your last activity.
You know what? I want to explore my mythos a little bit.
Okay. So, your mythos, Kitsune.
And I have to like pick which card or like which
Yes.
mystery I want to pursue.
So you have subversion and adaptation, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I do
So-
want to explore the adaptation for one.
Okay, mystery. What primordial truth or entity lies at the heart of my shape-shifting abilities? You haven't shape-shifted yet. I just realized that.
Yes, you
I
did.
did into a
Sure
mouse,
you did.
and I broke.
Yeah.
I broke a lock from the inside.
Oh my god, I forgot that you
Mhm.
turned into a mouse. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got to do that more.
Mighty Mouse.
When the opportunity arises, I will definitely do so.
Okay. Okay. So explore your mythos. Tell everyone at the table which mystery you explore. Okay, you did it. And how you do it, and then you gain one clue.
Okay. First she would like go into like doing research on her
Yeah.
own, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
has books in her home that she's like taken up reading. And actually to get curious about the shape shifting part, or just like more or she would actually turn into a fox in her home. Like try to interact with like her cats. See what's up. See what the appeal is about doing this long term.
They would hate that.
The crew catches
They
me. I'm not a
would.
furry. I'm not a furry.
That seeing how far she can push herself, like shifting from different animal forms instead of going like from human to animal, just like switching from animal to animal.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mm.
Gotcha. And so you're trying to figure out, so the question is, what truth or entity lies at the heart of my shape-shifting abilities? What truth? And you want one clue regarding that?
Yeah.
Truth lies at the heart of my shape-shifting abilities. I know I even helped you out with this question, but now I'm like, what does this mean? Okay, so tell me again, what are you trying to, what are you trying to figure out? Entity, yeah.
What Vera's trying to figure out?
Yeah.
I think she's trying to figure out what this constant need for more is coming from. Like, what is scratching the itch in her head? Why does she need to shift? Why does she like doing it? Why does it feel like freeing when she never had the desire before? Like, what's the point? Why do I want to be free? Why do I want to be away from society? I'm just gone.
Okay. I guess as you're transforming into these different animals and it feels freeing, you start to realize more and more this is something that you want more and more as you're getting older that you didn't want before. But now that you have these abilities, you're realizing, okay, I have this for a reason and I feel free. I'd never had this before. And I think this is something that I actually want.
Okay. Like, that would be the clue? Then,
Yeah.
okay. Writing that down. Running with that. Love it.
We should have explored scorned ex-wife.
She just wants to play Miles again. That's
Yeah,
it.
she just
I
wants to play
know.
Miles.
Yeah,
she,
I know.
she just wants a phone call with Miles.
He's coming in. He's
She-
coming in. He
Just
was
wants to
one of
make
the
that- just do
men
that
in the
uncomfortable
room with
flirting.
Deckard.
Uh-huh.
He was one of the men in the room with Deckard.
Of course he was. Of course he was. That just gives me more reason to want to punch him.
He was wearing dark dress shoes. There was one man wearing dress shoes. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Saw that.
What?
Like, those are not combat boots.
Those are not
Those are not
combat.
precinct delivered.
Those are Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, those aren't up to code. What is going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are those even steel toes? No, you punk. Captain would have ripped my ass a new one. You're walking around. No.
Fucking disrespectful that you're bringing me into a cold basement with those shoes.
I expected
like,
a
I'll
serious
drop the case.
interrogation.
I'll drop the case, but tell me, what are those?
Tell me who it is,
Um,
and tell me how I can ruin their shoes.
It's like, you know what? You know what? You can let me go, but first make him go change his shoes, and let me see that he changed his shoes,
And then
I'll
bring
go.
him back.
she agrees. She's like, what are you doing? What are you?
This is a weird group.
So you guys are going about your day. It's a few hours later. Cassia, you finally start your shift. It's about 5 p.m. now. You've been in there a couple hours. It's a pretty normal day. 5 p.m. It's not too packed. You could see a lot of the regulars in there.
Lovely.
Cassia, you do get a text on your phone. Okay.
She would. She's not
Sunny's
looking forward.
face.
She's not looking forward to any conversation with anybody today. She's in a cranky mood. She would, in between cashing out probably one of her regulars, she would be looking at her phone, making sure that no one. Her.
Yeah, it's a cryptic message from one of your contacts. He calls himself the Observer. He's like an older man. He's 45 years old, very enigmatic figure, you know. You've only seen him like a few times. He has very observant blue eyes, clean-shaven head, and a penchant for speaking in cryptic, measured phrases, which have often frustrated you.
Love it.
But that's the text. One text says, "The secrets you seek are buried in the city's heart, hidden in plain sight, yet obscured by time." That's one of them. And you're okay, sure.
I get that on a post-it.
Yeah. Another one says, "Intrigue lies not just in the present theft, but in the echoes of artifacts long forgotten. Look to the past to understand the now."
Cassia would screenshot the text and put it in the group chat. And just be like, working, period. Saw this. Period.
I'll add that to the Foundry right here. So that's the first text you get. Okay. What does Cassia think when she read those? You just say, "Working?" What?
Yeah, I mean, she just screenshots it. She's like, probably has to deal with the artifact. I mean, it's not like a personal threat or anything like that. It's not like a harm to her or anything like that.
No.
You know, she was up late last night. She was.
But he is selecting you.
Cassie's 101 contacts. You know, it's like freaking 101 Dalmatians over here. It's she's not surprised. She wouldn't be surprised if somebody walks into the bar and it's just like, "I've been keeping tabs on you." "Oh, great. Get in line. There's like 8 people keeping tabs on me."
Oh yeah, she's used to it. So
Popular girl.
Cassia's just, you know, she screenshots it and sends it off, and then she kind of just thinks about the crew as an entirety and like what it's become to her, and like if she should keep.
What has it become to
this.
her? Yeah.
Because for her, you know, she's kind of doing it for the thrill of the chase, for the thrill of the information. And
Yeah.
at some point, she kind of realized that she's gotten too dramatic. Like, you can kind of hear her father being like, "You're being a bit emotional, aren't you?" And she's really feeling that effect more so than, "I just want to investigate this case." She can always get her information, her line of information. It's like line of cocaine, but a line of information from any of her regulars in the bar. She can just sit there and pour a drink. But if anybody chooses to call her or anything like that, she'll entertain the group chat.
Okay. Vera, it is 5 p.m. for you as well. You put out some like feelers, sent out some messages. One of your contacts wants to meet you at this designated spot. They don't want to talk over the phone.
They don't want to talk over the phone?
No, the you guys usually have like a meetup spot at a particular cafe.
Hmm. Okay, and by Vera's knowledge, Cassia is working, right?
Yeah.
At the okay, Cassia is going to be continuing to work. She takes out burner number 7.
Writing that down. Writing that down. Number 7.
Yeah. Burner number 7.
7 on a
Text
Tuesday.
Text Cassia the information about the informant, like if anything happens, this is like where my last address is, my location is on for this phone.
My last will and testament. Here it is. It's fine.
My will. If
And
I
then
had one. What?
If you could hear the audible sigh that comes from Cassia, from somebody being like, I'm going into a mysterious place, and if you don't see me again, smiley face emoji.
Wink.
Just the absolute smile of Cassie's doing it again.
No, she's not like gonna send like a smiley face or anything. She texts Cassia because she's not really trusting Tae or Deckard right now.
Deckard?
Their impulse control is not trustworthy at the moment, so she's sending the information to Cassia.
I have never.
Cassia just gives
I've
up
never
a thumbs
been
up.
so offended.
Cassia gives you the thumbs up emoji.
Okay, that is
Okay.
that suffices. She goes to the location.
Yeah. So, you're meeting up with your contact Milo Grayson. And you're sitting. If you're sitting outdoors, he's gonna sit down as well. But he's gonna sit down behind you. So you're sitting at a cafe table, and he sits at the table that's like behind you. So his back is to your back, if that makes sense. And he gives you a tap. He goes, you recognize his voice. He says, hello, Vera.
Like he's sitting behind me and he's like tapping my shoulder.
He like
Just like, hey.
tap. It doesn't slap you in the back.
Hey, girl.
Okay. And she goes, Grayson, and takes a sip of whatever drink she's having. It's probably like a latte or something.
He's like, you hear about the, well, you messaged me about the raid on that shop.
And what do you have for me in regards to that?
I set some guys out, looked into some things. Came back with something that might help. I'm gonna leave it on this table. And I'm gonna walk away. And you grab it and you go. Sound good?
I'm 40 years old, Miles. That's not the first time I've done this.
Yeah. And Milo, his name is Milo Grayson. He's 38-year-old man, has a he's like a wiry frame, shaggy dark hair. So he's kind of like, he's glancing over his shoulder. He's like, okay, well, I trust you get it done then. And you can kind of peripherally see him get up a little bit. Behind you, you hear him, and he continues to walk down the street. Walk on the sidewalk.
Once he like turns a corner or so, like gets far enough away,
Mhm.
finishes her drink, and then gets up smoothly, just grabs it.
Yeah. So you
Is it
see
warm
that.
outside?
Yeah. Not too. It's not hot.
Okay.
It's good.
March in Chicago.
Cloud. Yeah. It's actually
Okay, not hot.
maybe
it's
winter.
It's
actually
it's
might be
kinda
cold. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little chilly.
Sun's out though.
Okay, so trench coat.
Yeah.
Harry Mo-
Grabs
Uzis.
it, like slides in the coat, like puts her little hands together, walks away.
Yeah. So, you would see. It was just an envelope. Right. That was it.
Okay. It's
So he
just an
leaves the
envelope.
envelope on the table. Yeah.
She looks at it at home.
Okay. So you're gonna wait. You're going back home to open it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You make your way back home. Normal white envelope. You open it. There's a note inside, and also a key drops out. You notice these type of keys are specifically for lock boxes, though.
Specifically for lockboxes.
Yeah.
Is
So
there
it's
like
not a regular key you put in a door or your car. These go in lock boxes. Security lock boxes for all your stuff. You know what a lockbox is, right? For
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking.
I know what a lockbox is.
Okay.
Again, Tae-Woo, Deckard, timeout. Text Cassia. What happened? Like, just saying, like, before even sending information, like, made it home. Here's what I have, and then like, sends the key, or a picture of the key.
Okay. Oh, to Cassia only though.
Cassia thumbs up the, like, got home safely. Then just screenshots the following message and the key, puts it in the group chat, and says deal with it.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay.
So, I mean, Vera's in the group chat, so you saw it be
Oh
sent
yeah,
to the group
no,
chat.
Cassia,
Like,
Cassia knows. Cassia knows.
wow.
Vera
I don't.
sees the message in the group
Yep.
chat. Kind of
Yep.
just does a. Okay, I tried.
Damn it.
Yeah. Do you read the note?
Yeah. She reads the note.
It says follow the money.
Ooh. Money heist.
Follow the money. Money heist. It just says follow the money. There's no address. It's just a lockbox key and says follow the money.
The key is for a specific bank.
Okay, that helps.
Yep.
Wait.
Mhm.
Actually, no, it doesn't. How many chains of the bank are there?
It's for Century Bank, and there's only one in the city.
Okay, back to easy again.
Milo is reliable.
Milo's reliable. Piggybacking off of Cassia's message in the group chat and being like, okay, tried putting them in timeout. You won't let me. Shares the information in the group chat about the key.
So yeah, you guys all see this information as well. But we're going to cut to Deckard. What's Deckard doing at this time? It's now like 5:30.
Yeah. Deckard would have snatched the bounty that he kind of grabbed. It's just a guy who's trying to basically skip bail, get out of town real quick. Mostly it was like a DUI type thing, but it would have been his 5th or 6th consecutive one, and he can't really get out of it anymore. And so he's grabbed him, he's taken him in, he's got the envelope full of cash. Whenever he sees the text from Vera, he's like,
Yeah.
And he'll pause for a minute, and he'll shoot off a text back saying, "Do you need backup?"
Oh, you send that to Vera?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like in the group chat, just so everybody's aware of what's happening. He's not trying to put anybody in the doghouse. He wants everybody to see, like, do you need backup? And then he'll continue on. He's gonna head back up to the blue collar district where Maria lives.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows it's 5:30, so she's not quite home yet because she's probably still out with Mandy, like either one of her music recitals, something like that. He'll go inside the building, and then the envelope of cash he's got, it's only like $1,500, but he'll take that and put it through the mail slot, so it's in there. He does this every month or so, and then immediately exits the building so that he's not seen.
Okay. So you get that done. Cassia, you also get a text from Jason. And it's just 2K question mark.
Fucking hell.
Screenshot, sends it to the group chat.
Cassia just responds, stop by the bar. Oh, and she's leaving. Cassia would respond, "Stop by the bar," and screenshots it, puts it in the group chat. No, she doesn't put it in the group chat. She would
Okay.
just say, "Stop by the bar."
Okay.
Oh, you said that you. Oh wait, you send that to Jason?
Yeah, just stop by the bar.
Oh, okay. He also sends back K, just the letter K
With a period or without the period?
without the period.
What a dick.
No, that's okay. We're on friendly terms. It's been 5 years.
Oh. I need definitive closure and proper grammar.
No.
And how is Tae-Woo responding to these texts as well?
Oh, he'll certainly share the evidence that he's gathered about both the sigil and obviously about the bank and the money trail. That seems to coincide with what Vera has found. But I do ask in group chat, why is this coming from Cassia?
Yeah, it's Vera's information coming from Cassia. That's true.
No response.
And it's something of a daily ritual that he does at the end of his every work day is he'll take the today's paper and just scan the obituaries quickly to see if there's any mention of an Asian woman of his mother's age that has passed.
Mm-hmm. You do see an Asian woman, but it's not. She's a lot older, like 70s. But
If it's close enough for me to suspect that there could be a possibility, then I'll write down the name and
Mhm.
the church or wherever that she passed, that the ceremony was in or whatever. Surviving family members, all that stuff.
yeah, I mean, you do see that her last name is of Chinese descent. So
Okay, probably not mom. Probably not mom.
yeah, hmm
Okay.
yeah, unless you're half Chinese and you don't know it.
This is true. I'm gonna have to do one of those DNA tests.
23 and me.
So Vera, what would you like to do next?
What I would like to do after like getting all these messages, she's gonna go to the bar. Cassia's bar.
Okay.
Vault 13.
Yeah.
That's such a cool
Get
name
it.
for a bar.
Oh,
Gotta
thank
keep
you.
those secrets tight.
Mm-hmm.
Get her drink.
Exactly.
Get her
Get a drink.
Talk some plans, maybe.
Okay.
If there's time.
Now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Deckard,
Yes, ma'am.
you get a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nervous man who's calling you.
I'll answer it. Hello?
Yeah. Is this Deckard Strix?
Yeah, who's this? What can I do for you?
I don't want to talk over the phone, but I know this is not a lot to go on, but I was there. I'll just say I was there that night.
Mm.
Can we meet?
Yeah, just text me where you're gonna be. Don't tell it over the phone. Just do something like that. You pick a spot, I'll show up.
Okay. And you hang up. He
Mhm.
texts you a place in the industrial district, but it's more discreet and very it's kind of like an old power plant.
Okay. Yeah. Deckard will go. He's gonna be more cautious though, because he knows he's being followed, or at least being watched. So there is a
Mhm.
part of him that's pretty paranoid, on top of his already paranoid nature.
Mhm.
I'm assuming the guy's sticking out like kind of like a sore thumb if he's that reedy sounding in the industrial district.
Yeah. Okay. So you're heading there. and he's waiting for you. Yeah, you see a man who is like, he looks young. He looks like he looks a little bit younger than you, right? How old are you, Deckard?
31.
Like 31. Yeah, he looks a little bit younger than you. He looks maybe mid-20s.
Okay.
And he has like a baggy shirt on. And he has like dark hair. And he looks very nervous as you see him. You see his back, and he's you see him like shuffling his feet and like, kind of like self-soothing himself and holding his hands and scratching his arms. He's looking around.
So as Deckard's walking up to him, he's not going to slow his pace, but he's going to start talking to him.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, turn around, start walking, maintain pace, don't stop, say what you got to say.
He's like, oh, you want me to turn around and
Turn
start
around,
walking?
start walking, maintain pace, say what you got to say. I'm not going to repeat it again. You want my help? You can do things my fucking way. Let's go.
You want him to, out of character, you want him to walk backwards?
No. I want him to turn like away from where he's walking and walk like the direction that Deckard's going. Like
He
I
wasn't
want
walking, he was standing
I
there.
want him to be in the lead. I want him to walk away.
Yeah.
Deckard behind him and keep going.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So he's walking, he's like, my name is, I just joined the precinct down at the old district. I'm, Officer Clark. I think something's going on. Something's not right. And I saw you and your friends come in one night asking about that girl, about the raid.
Yeah, Trudy.
Yeah. There's just a lot of procedures weren't followed that night, and I asked questions and they just told me to shut my mouth.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Sounds about right. What do you know exactly? Like you said, procedures were skipped and avoided, and we know that you don't arrest somebody in 30 minutes and get them processed that fucking quickly. So.
Yeah, man. I for some reason they're like locking down this case even harder than I've seen before. Usually I can get into certain files easily, but this is crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna do you a solid here. You don't want to be too involved in this. I appreciate you coming to me, and I really, really do appreciate that, by the way. But I've already gotten threatened over something similar to this. If you want to keep looking at it, do not let anybody know and watch your back. That's your first warning on this.
He's like, he stops walking.
Keep walking.
He doesn't turn around till he. What'd you say?
I told him keep walking. Like he knows that he could probably tell that he's scared or something along those lines, but he wants him to keep walking so that it doesn't look like they're actually talking to each other.
Yeah. So he kind of his feet kind of stutter. He's like, "What are you talking about, man?"
If you knew what happened that night, or if you know that people are locking it down, then you know that not gonna like anybody looking into it either. You don't lock something down if you want people to investigate it. So they're wrapping it up in red tape. Something's going on a lot higher than you.
Yeah, I was trying to check the duty rosters, and compare them with the past 6 months. They wouldn't let me look.
Not at all.
I was asking. At first they would, and then I started asking more questions because I was just genuinely, stuff didn't add up, and they told me no. They told me to stop.
Yeah. So they told you to stop once. They're gonna give you the free pass because they're gonna think you said you're new to the precinct, right? Are you new? Are you fresh out the academy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're a rookie. They're gonna let you slide on that. If you keep looking into it, they're not gonna take too kindly to that, especially for somebody that's new, young blood. If they're corrupt or something along those lines, things don't look good for you if you keep poking your nose in where it doesn't belong. I'm not gonna tell you to not do your job because I'm happy somebody in there isn't rotten.
Yeah, man, I joined because, my family My dad was in the force. My mom was in the force. You know,
You said Clark? Your last
yeah,
name?
we're trying to do. Yeah, we're trying to do good, I guess. But
Yeah.
this
I
is
think I
crazy.
knew your dad. Or I heard about your dad at least once or twice. But
Oh, cool.
yeah. So, I mean, what can you tell me other than the fact that they're locking things down up there?
A lot more meetings up in the chief's office. That's for sure.
Do you know who? Was one of them a woman?
Who's having meetings with the chief?
Yeah, people come into the precinct. They're gonna have to walk by the pulpit and the bullpen to get to the chief, right?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
one of them a woman?
I mean, yeah, there's a few women, but
Mm.
that's
Fancy suits?
normal, right?
It could be. Fancy
Yeah.
suits?
I mean, yeah, business suits. I
Good
mean, it's a
business suits.
workplace.
I don't know. How much do you know about women's shoes? Weird question, I know, but
Not much. I don't have any.
if you'd like to wear them, I don't really judge. But you know what a
Uh,
chunky heel looks like?
No. No.
All right, well, pushing my luck there. But do you happen to know any names by them? Like, does anybody announce themselves? I mean, if they're bigwigs, chief might like to show off.
Surprisingly, it's been pretty quiet. Anytime someone new comes in, they're kind of like rushed to his office, and then they're in there for about an hour just talking.
I'll tell you what. If you go back to the precinct, I want you to, if you can, precinct to add security cameras. If you can get screenshots, don't take the whole video, just do screenshots on your computer specifically, download them to your phone so that there's no trail of it at least leaving your computer. If you can get those to me, I might be able to do something with them. But people meeting with the chief that high up doesn't really bode well for anybody else. But I want to stress again, it's probably not safe, and I'm not going to force you to do something I don't want to do. You want to do good on you. So do I.
And he's like, yeah, I hear you, man. I'll try my best.
All right. That's all I can ask. Keep walking. I'm going to stop, tie my shoe, light a cigarette, and I'm going to go down this alleyway.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna keep walking.
All right. So Deckard will stop and bend over to tie his shoe so the guy can keep going.
And you see he continues to walk forward.
All right.
And you are not far from Vault 13 as well.
Before I go to Vault 13, I
Yeah.
do want to head back to the brothel real quick.
Yep.
So I want to go specifically to the kitchen because I have, like, Diana and I have recently come into, we recently came into owning a Mocha Master coffee machine.
Okay.
So he's going to make one singular cup of coffee, put it in a thermos, and while he's talking to Diana, and he's going to, like, make sure it's, like, perfectly ground, all that other shit, and then he'll make the coffee. But it's 2
Okay.
creams, 1 sugar he's throwing inside there, capping it off, and then heading to Vault 13.
Okay. Any specific reason you wanted to go back for that coffee, or?
Yeah, one, to talk to Diana, just because she can help
Okay.
me specifically with coffee. She's a coffee addict, so he's, like, asking her, like, how to do the grind right, get the temperature, all that shit. She knows the machine better than Deckard does. And then the coffee is
okay.
specifically for Cassia.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. So
Like,
you
he's not
go.
gonna go to, like, Starbucks or Seattle's Best or whatever the hell we have there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you go back to make that special coffee for Cassia. Is it hot coffee?
Yeah.
Cold?
Hot. It's in a thermos, specifically. for
Okay,
that.
so I was wondering, like, will it be hot when you give it to
Yeah.
her?
No, he picked a thermos.
Um,
He's not gonna. Hey, here's my apology coffee. It's lukewarm.
Well, let's see. Let's see if she'll care
Mm-hmm.
at any temperature it's at.
Yeah.
But we're gonna cut back to Vault 13, Cassia. It is now 6:45, and you see Vera walk in. Is Tae-Woo on his way there too?
Yep.
Okay, and not long after, Tae-Woo makes his way too. And Deckard's on the way. But now, yeah, you guys are you're at her bar. What's Cassia doing? Still working? Still behind the bar?
Yeah, Cassia's still working. She acknowledged Vera. She nod her head as Vera walks in and pour her usual drink. And gesture to maybe one of the tables that they always sit at. Or if Vera wants to come sit at the bar top.
Okay.
She'd most likely sit at the bar first. Wait for Deck. Are we all getting there at like the same time? You said, like all
Relatively,
around the
yeah.
same time? Relatively. Okay. Then she like takes her drink, goes to like the usual table that we all sit at.
Where's your... I want to know where your usual table's at.
It's definitely one of these corner booths for sure.
Corner, yeah.
Corner booths, got it. Okay. Okay.
And
Theme
then
under strain. Personality.
got it. Yeah.
Okay.
And then as Tae-Woo comes in, she's just gonna sigh. Or check to see if he has his cat with him.
I do not. I would have come straight from the office, so no, I would not have. My cat.
For him.
Oh, I'm not gonna stop at home, pick up the cat, then go.
Cassie would just
Oh
like
my
do an
God.
obvious like up down look and then also just have his drink that he usually has and just slides it across the table to him and just kind of gestures at Vera. Doesn't say anything.
You gesture at Vera?
Yeah, like I
What
just
gesture?
well, like I just nod that she's over there. Like, hey.
Oh, got it.
She's in the booth.
Okay. Anything you guys want to chat about as you're meeting up?
The key that I have in my possession.
Oh,
For
yeah.
one.
Yeah, okay.
Is it just Vera and Tay right now?
I think
Yeah,
they're
right
at the
now.
booth.
Okay, cool. Let's make sure.
Does
She
Tay
doesn't
know?
discuss until like Deckard gets there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I have to do an apology coffee, so if you guys wanted to start, that's what I was.
Quick question: does Tay know about the key? That was sent to group chat, right?
Yeah, that was. I screenshotted it and put it in the group chat.
Okay.
Okay, so it's in the group chat. She doesn't whip it out. She doesn't like hold it out saying like this is the key. Yes, I know. I regretted it the moment I said it.
Wins.
This is it. She doesn't whip it out? Oh, well, now I get it. Listen, I don't have the brain of a 12-year-old boy
Hey,
in
yo.
junior high.
Hey.
I didn't catch it.
Hey.
I didn't until I saw Deckard.
Yeah, that was my bad. That was a very visceral reaction. I
Wow.
apologize.
Gotta keep
regret
it,
it.
we gotta keep it together
Then
next
it
time.
left out of my mouth.
It's locker room
Minute
talk. It's
message
locker
now.
room talk.
Keep it together.
Okay.
You don't whip out the key.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
take it
so,
out.
Yes. Deckard, you are... I'm guessing you walk up to the bar behind... Cassia's behind the bar. Okay.
Yep. He's gonna set the thermos down on the bar, but like he's not. It's probably decently busy in there just because, but he's gonna wait for her attention to come that way, and then he'll slide the thermos across. It's like this doesn't make up for it, and I really don't think there's anything I could do that could make up for it, make it feel better, make it go away. But I am sorry.
Yeah. You've done this twice now.
Yeah.
I believe the bare minimum for you is to get it off your chest and say I'm sorry. If I remember correctly.
More or less.
Glad I can be of use to you. And she slides his peanut butter whiskey across the table and gestures.
Is there a look of disgust? Like, is he just like, I can't believe you drink this shit?
No, she's just indifferent. She's cruel right now. She's just indifferent towards Deckard. And she gestures over to where Vera and Tae are.
I saw him, but this is for you, and it's like 2 creams, 1 sugar.
You know my
And he'll
coffee
take
order.
his- Yeah, surprisingly. Sometimes I pay attention.
Sometimes
It's not store-bought either, so I made that myself.
Yeah, you and you know I went to the brothel that night.
You did what?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, they haven't said anything, so you know they're discreet at least.
That's nice. I'm glad they're discreet.
Let me ask you one question then. How many favors did you cash in that night?
Let's just say that I'm gonna be thinking about this for a while, and I'm gonna be paying the price for a while for this one.
Well, monetary-wise, that was a wasted favor, so let me cover that. You can still be... I don't... It's not going to make it better, but that was a wasted favor. I got out of it. It could have helped you, but...
Yeah.
And now how precious those are to you.
It was a wasted favor. Thanks. It really-
Hey, Cassia.
yeah.
Over here. It's,
Alright.
you see Johnny, what was it, Jason?
Jason?
Lee? Yes. Jason has walked up. He's kind of like behind Deckard.
Yeah.
Hey,
wait.
I just wanted to be in and out. You
Yeah.
got it, or?
Yeah. Give me a second.
Okay. He sits on one of the stools.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
It was a wasted favor, Deckard. You can leave now. I gotta pay some prices for it. Wasn't really
Yeah.
worth it.
Really gonna grind that one in. Not that I don't deserve it, but...
Yeah, really know how to make a girl feel special with wasted favor. Was it really worth it? And for a coffee order. Thanks.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna walk away, walk away from Deckard and go to Jason and kind of like in hushed tones. Be like,
And Deckard will take his drink and leave her alone, since she obviously doesn't want to talk.
Yeah. Jason's like, yeah, you got it.
yeah, I got like half of it right now.
What?
Listen, it was really important, and you know I deal in information more than money. Is there anything you want to know? Come on, there has
No,
to be.
man. I deal
There
I
has
deal
to be
in money.
there has to be something you want to know. Come on, you're in Vault 13.
There's nothing I want.
You think you did? What do you mean? There's nothing you want? You're a man. You want something.
I
What do you wa-
hacked. I hacked into the CIA's system 2 hours ago. I don't need information from you. I want money.
You know how I play the game here. I deal in information. Like, cash isn't flowing all the time.
You give me the full price, or you take my number out of your phone.
Jason, we've known each other for years. Come on. There has to be something.
And you know I want my money. And he stands up. And he's like, I gotta go. So, what do you got for me?
Cassia just pulls out an envelope of like a quarter of the amount that she could scrounge together. And she goes, "It was nice knowing you, Jason."
He looks at it. He takes it. And he's like shaking his head. And he puts it like in his back pocket. He just keeps walking out.
And you just hear Cassia go, "Wasted favor." And and she goes and deletes the number from her phone.
Also, do it on the list as well.
Yeah,
Or I'll do it on the list.
yeah, I got the list.
Yep. You can scratch that out. You're back down to 100.
Yep.
Okay, and Deckard walks back to the booth. And you guys, I don't know if you guys are paying attention to Cassia, but she was talking to a man. She handed him an envelope, and she might look disappointed if anybody's kind of perceptive. And if
Yep. I mean,
he walks out, yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say Deckard wouldn't be taking notice just because it's a little weird, but yeah.
Mhm.
So, sit down at
Okay.
the booth with Vera and Tae. And, like,
Okay. So
this is a
Vera,
lot worse than getting lectured. You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
you guys are now all at the table together.
Okay. How are we going to use this key without anyone knowing exactly?
Well, where's it to?
Deposit box.
Century Bank.
It's the only one here.
Yeah, it's the only one I know of that does deposit boxes, but that's high end shit.
I can always get one of my contacts to unlock it for us.
I mean, you want to use a gopher? It depends on how expendable they are to you. I'm thinking every time we use somebody or get somebody to help us out, they're added to that list.
Yeah, I can't go losing any good men and women to something so small.
We do have that lawyer's number that was hooked up with Trudy at the beginning.
Now that's an idea I like.
Cassia would come over on her 15-minute break and
Okay.
just kind of pull up a chair from like one of the adjacent tables.
Okay.
So
Vera turns to Cassia and goes like, "We're thinking of using that lawyer, the previous one, to go and unlock the deposit box."
Well, why can't just one of you guys go in and save face? Why do we have to use somebody else?
Because whoever is at the bank may be watching us. Well, someone already has tabs on us anyway. Better to have someone who is expendable and hasn't done any good in general. So
What?
he
not
was in,
only
on
I
he was
bet
in
I
on
could
the
make...
plan with the police.
yeah, as I say, not only that, but like his name, his whole face and identity is still kind of associated with that precinct, if nothing else. My only concern is him opening the box, taking it, and run.
Well, if somebody can give me a name of somebody that has a lockbox, you know what, I could do it myself. I bet
You know a few people who have lockboxes.
I could get in
79,
there.
86, 31.
I know a specific AG that could have some lockboxes in Century Bank. A blonde wig and then some information and a bodyguard will get us back into that bank.
If you're so sure, I can
It's just,
call a few people up and get a couple
Vera,
of
don't
hats
worry
in.
about it. I seem to be on a streak of losing contacts. So, Century Bank is where this place is at?
Yeah, it's at Century.
Do we know what their clientele is? How high am I reaching here?
I mean,
You
if
know
they
their
got the
clientele,
lockbox,
Cassia.
yeah.
I just want everybody to say it out loud.
Yeah. Like, if they got the lockbox to that degree and we're dealing with this kind of shit, it's gonna be higher up than any of us really want to deal with. I mean, higher than I want to tangle with, probably on Vera's level.
Oh, the highest I'll reach is anyone within uh Miles's company. I don't touch any other politician or nepotism baby in this area.
Nepo
Just
baby.
him. I don't touch the nepo babies. I don't touch the famous kids. I only deal with him and his shit. Anyone else higher up than that, I don't want to touch.
Well, we got people that they always have that saying, like, you want your money safe, throw it in Swiss or Cayman Islands. I'm assuming Century Bank is on par with that. So
All right, so what are we feeling? Art gallery owner, senator, political aide, bookstore owner.
which one's the least likely to have somebody want to investigate? Senator might be a little bit on the nose. Google can disprove that pretty quick.
I mean, political aide, political people
Political
are
aid
pretty,
is a different thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
political people are pretty suspicious. I could get away with that.
I will remind Vera that you can literally shapeshift into someone high up. That's all I'm saying. So Cassia can, and as a good speaker and convincer, you can literally turn into someone. Just remind you of that skill.
I love that idea. I'm gonna pretend that it's mine.
Hey DM, I could shapeshift.
DM, the best idea. I could shapeshift into a politician. Oh.
My players are so creative.
Yes. Like, but I mean, was there any hint at what was inside the box? It's got to be
just
something
had-
small.
I had the key, and the note said somewhat of go where the money is. Nothing after that. Very
Well,
vague.
I got a weird call earlier. I went down to industrial zone. There's a newbie, a rookie, down in the precinct. Same one that they arrested and dragged Trudy to. He's a little concerned with how things are running out there. And according to him, everything in there is being locked up tighter than... I'm not going to get too many more expletive than that, but it's getting locked up pretty fucking tight.
Locked in tighter than what, huh?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Like, yeah. So he's concerned. He's a little shaky. He's new, but he really wants to do good. And Clark, I don't know if you know Tay. Like, remember Clark from 5-10 years ago?
What kind of shoes was he wearing?
Who? The guy that I met?
Yeah.
Tennis shoes.
Kind of shoe.
Yeah. Tennis shoes, hoodies, that kind of thing. He's nervous. He's not used to doing any of that other stuff, but I kept him as safe as I could, all things considered. I don't think they're going to be able to catch on to him. But says the chief's meeting with a bunch of high up type of people repeatedly, and they show up, they go to his office real hush hush for about an hour, then they dip. He couldn't identify any of them, but I told him if he could screenshot any of the security cam footage and then text it off to me, that's going to be our best bet of at least being able to figure out who he's talking to, and maybe we can find out there. But lockbox is probably our most solid lead right now, obviously, unless y'all got something else. Not for nothing, I'm kind of noticeable. Do draw some kind of attention in a crowd.
A little bit.
No
It would
kidding.
seem from everything that's happening that the chief of that precinct is kind of the hub of activity right now. He's the one meeting with these higher ups, and
Yeah, that was Juarez, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Rat fuck.
Maybe Vera? Yeah, what do you think of impersonating him at that box?
I can see that working.
Cassie, you got anything for like a police chief's aide or?
She kind of opens up her phone, scrolls through it. I was really thinking about going like city council. You know. Vera, you speak any Russian? I happen to know a Russian city council member that owes me a favor.
Do I know Russian? That's a question I didn't think I'd be asked. Oh? No?
Enough to. Oh.
Not enough to speak fluently.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Conversationally.
Basic conversation.
Yeah. That's all you need. Like, for anybody who doesn't really speak the language, conversationally is more than enough to fool them into thinking you're fluent. Then you can, I'm practicing my English. I don't know how to do a Russian accent, but pretend I did.
I'm practicing.
Well,
I can't.
Yeah.
If I get you a name, a photo, and, you know, I could be your dumb blonde assistant, I think we could get ourselves in there.
What will her name be?
Buddy.
The contact or the
Yes.
assistant?
You.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, I mean, what? Ava Gem.
Ava Jam?
What?
Ava
That
Gem?
does sound like a dumb blonde assistant.
Yeah, I'm
Her
a
last name is Gem.
Gem. Yeah,
Okay.
G-E-M. Ava.
Okay.
Gem.
Okay. That sounds believable.
Like she just
That's-
keeps repeating it. It's a name.
I have to get it into existence. I could be your dumb blonde bimbo of an assistant. We can go look at some lock boxes.
You gonna dye your hair?
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
I mean, I could help you, but
I don't want to
Yeah.
be near you with a 7-foot pole right now. So if you just
I think
not,
a lace front works just fine. No need
Yeah,
to
we can
dye
do that.
anyone's hair.
Yeah.
that's fine.
Mhm.
All right, I can make a phone
Well-
call and we can go start. I don't know if the bank's open.
We can always try again tomorrow. It is after 5.
It is. It might be. Yeah, it might be like 7 o'clock right now.
Mhm.
I can tell you it's. Yeah, it is 7 o'clock.
Closed. Bank hours.
Thanks, Chloe.
Well, if you all want to get shit faced, feel free to have some drinks on me, or do whatever the fuck you guys usually do.
Are you still
and-
sitting there, Cassia?
Yeah, and she's gonna stand up and kind of like
Okay.
look at her phone time, like phone clock, and be like, "I'll call the person tomorrow, and I'll get a name and a photo, and a wig." Says I'm going blonde.
Just send me.
Yeah.
Send me the photo. Maybe a voice recording so I can practice, and we'll call it a day.
Sounds good. And Cassie's gonna...
And are you going back to your
yeah,
bar?
yeah, Cassie's gonna walk
Okay.
back to her bar.
Okay. If you're getting back to your shift, someone walks in, and Cassia. I just like to see Sunny's face whenever I'm about to tell it.
You got a lot of cards. You got a lot of cards. Anybody that walks in, I have 100. I have 100 contacts. It used to be 101.
Your back is turned for right now as you're getting a drink ready. And you all see someone walk in strikingly handsome.
More than me.
Tan skin, full head of dark hair, perfectly coiffed. And he walks in with a confidence and a black leather jacket. He's wearing everything that he's wearing so clean, and his style is perfect. Very noticeable in that sense. He's very looks like a model just walked into the bar. And he goes to sit at the bar behind you, Cassia. You don't see him yet. And he just says, "Hello there, Cassia." And you recognize the voice immediately. What do you do?
Cassia's...
Your back is to him currently.
Her back is turned and she's probably like mid-pour of a drink. And she spills the drink. And she's just, fuck, shit.
Is anybody watching Cassia at the moment?
Vera is
We all are.
intensely.
Like, there's something
You
Deckard wants
guys-
to do afterwards, but yeah.
You would see her spill the drink.
And she's like, fuck, shit. It's fine. She kind of pulls her shoulders back and makes a drink again, turns around and puts a fake smile on. Solikov, nice to see you. What are you doing all the way down here?
How does Cassia look? It's a fake smile?
It's a fake smile. She's just... How you doing? What's going on?
He says, "Now I know that a smile isn't real, and I would like to talk to you out back if we can."
We didn't exactly end our last conversation on good terms. And like you notice that Cassia, you know, for being a talker, is just kind of like speechless. Like she doesn't know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
And she's kind of like tripping drinks and she's tripping over her own words. And she's just like kind of sighs in defeat and she goes, "All right. Let me just tell my manager."
Okay. He nods.
And she just goes out into the alleyway.
Okay.
I
He
know
gets
we
up
all
and
see
follows.
this. I know we
Yes,
all
you
see
guys
this,
all.
but do we hear half of it? Do we hear part of it?
I think Deckard's
If
gonna
you
go,
guys
like,
would like to, if anybody would like to sneak around, you can try to sneak around and listen in on the conversation.
Oh, please. Can
as I
I?
say, like Deckard's already in the doghouse. I don't think he needs to fail that. But he was like, he is gonna point out, I was like, "Do you guys ever seen Cassia that fucking nervous?"
She's
I know
visibly-
that guy.
What?
Tae-Woo does know that guy.
He might. Yeah.
Oh, this is... see, this was a conversation we had like 3 days ago. We did a transaction.
Okay.
Um,
So, Vera, you want to sneak around and try to get closer?
Yes, I actually want to use one of my cards for
Fuck
this.
yeah.
Ooh.
Do it.
I want to use one of my cards.
Ooh.
Because now Vera does not like the vibes. Vera did not like the vibes. She is going full investigation.
You know,
Okay.
if Cassia catches her, Cassia
Yeah.
has scorched earth this party.
Does anybody want to see what he looks like?
Yeah.
Yes.
This,
I wanna
this coiffed hair bullshit. I need to see. Jesus Christ.
Oh, so Elvis.
Or
Fucking
James
he's hot.
Dean. That's some James Dean shit right there.
He-
is-
He's amazing.
I don't like him. If there's-
I don't like his
If-
face.
I don't like it.
I don't like
I don't
it.
trust a face that's too hot. I don't trust a face that's hot.
Yeah, he's
enough
he's
where I'm like,
beautiful.
"Dang."
Yeah. Okay. So, Vera, you're trying to sneak around. You're trying to get in closer as you watch them, get up and make their way out the back door.
gonna do the
which
sneak around.
which power tags do you want to use?
I want to use. Let me see.
Oh, I see one already.
Yeah.
There's literally one called eyes and ears all over.
Exactly. Shape-shifting, eyes and ears all over.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you shapeshifting into though?
We gonna do a rewind, but remix on the mouse. We're doing the
Here's the
rat this
remix.
time. We're doing a rat
Welcome
this
to the-
time.
We
Welcome
got a
to the
literal
remix.
rat on our party.
Oh, okay.
Your spite.
Okay, so that's just +2 then.
Okey-dokey.
Mm.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
If this goes poorly.
If this
Yeah.
goes
Please.
poorly,
If this goes
Please.
poorly, please.
You still
Cassia-
turn into. I still tell you, you still turn into the rat, but
Mm.
we'll see how this works.
don't pray on my
Will someone
downfall,
step-
guys.
I'm not. I'm
Okay, well,
oh.
Whoa! Oh my
Oh.
God, 12, dude. She got a 12, y'all.
Yeah, I saw.
And you all
Listen.
doubted me. You prayed on
No,
my
I
downfall.
did not. I did not. I was.
I can't afford it.
So, you for sure, you turn into a rat. Hey, there's rats in this alleyway. Cassia's seen them before. She doesn't take no notice, no mind. She's just in the alleyway now, not even paying attention to you. She's so focused on this person she was not expecting to see in a million years.
Okay. She obviously turned into a rat, but with the eyes and ears all over. Her hearing is heightened, so even if she's like a distance away or like skittering
Yeah.
past, she hears everything that's happening. Just trying to act like a rat and not make it look like she's a human in a rat costume. A very realistic.
It's
rat
not
costume.
Like a smoking rat. Like,
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, it's not a human in a rat costume.
It's rat with a pizza
Yep.
pizza.
It's Pizza Rat.
It's Pizza Rat.
It's pizza rat. Ah, that's just pizza rat. Don't mind him.
Don't mind Pizza Rat. He does his thing. He needs to take a shower though.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But she hears like the whole conversation pretty much.
Yes. Tis now. You guys are out in the alleyway. He says, how are you doing, Cassie? Cass?
She kind of just crosses her arms and she's just nervous looking. And
He's going to tuck a piece of hair behind your ear. And he's going to say, please just relax.
it's what are you doing here? You don't belong here. You don't belong here with me. What? At my work.
As you say, you don't belong here with me, you can kind of see a little bit of hurt in his eyes. And he says, I wish I was here with better news, unfortunately.
Yeah, seems to be the trend with us.
He says, my previous work.
Yeah, did you ever get out of that?
Yeah, about a year ago I stopped. I don't want to do that anymore.
Cut clean?
Well, at least I'm trying to. Fortunately, it's very hard to try to get out of that life. I was contacted by someone.
Yeah, it always drags
And
you down.
guess whose name came up?
What, are you here to be the 9th person in line to keep tabs on me?
Yeah, of course, there's people looking out. Or
Mhm.
watching, always. And I was contacted to keep an eye on you and, I guess, some new friends you made.
Yeah, so I wouldn't call them friends, but we're done doing something.
He gets a little bit closer to you. He
Cassia.
steps in closer.
Cassia puts her hand out. She's like, What do you want, Andrei?"
He says, I would never hurt you. And I'm
We
here because I want you to be safe. And if people are reaching out to me to keep an eye on you, it has to be bad. What is going on?
And she kind of laughs. Was I expensive?
You're priceless.
So when the name came in, Cassia fee, it had a price on it. Was it enough for everything that I do in this city? Think it was worth it?
I'll admit the number was high. And of course, I didn't accept the job.
Well, that's a problem. Guess I'm gonna have some other dude on my ass then, huh?
As long as I'm here, nothing's going to happen to you, and I'll make sure of it.
I don't need you back in my life. We went our separate ways, and that was for the best.
Maybe. But now I know something's up. And I'm not going to let anything happen.
What, are you gonna be a problem? You gonna get in my way?
Of course not.
What are you gonna be
And
doing?
he sees a little rat scurry off to the side. He's like, oh god.
What are you gonna be
Allie's
doing?
Still gross.
I just couldn't pay
Just-
off one of my contacts. You expecting money for this? My left leg? What do you want from
Cassia,
me?
you
This is
can't
a
keep
This is a transaction.
you can't keep paying
Solikov.
you can't keep paying off people.
I definitely can. I work this bar every single shift. I pay my contacts off. They pay me. Some gangs want to know some information. It's easy. Your line of work is a little bit harder. I'd admit I'd want to leave too, if I were you. But that's not how I work. And so, if you're gonna be here, this is a transaction. What do you want from me?
He says, he like rubs his chin, puts his hand through his hair. I don't want anything from you. I just want you to be safe.
Yeah. I don't think we should be seen together. And I don't know why. Thank you for telling me that there's a price on my head that I hope is 6 figures, at least. I'd like to think I was worth it.
He chuckles. Okay.
Was it a kill
You haven't-
contract? Are you here to kill me? Is it ironic in this back alley with the rats?
That's
Was
not
it?
funny, Cassia.
What I got? I
Why-
got
why-
nothing else to go for. What do you mean it's not funny?
Why aren't you taking this seriously?
Solikov, you
Stop.
know what I do for a living.
Stop making jokes about this, about your life.
Yeah. What do you want me to say? I don't want your protection. Frankly, if whoever has a problem with me wants to come and raid my bar, get their hefty price back, I'm just another transaction in this city. That's fine. And it's not up
he
to
shakes-
you.
He's like shaking his head as you're calling yourself a transaction. I wish you cared about yourself as much as I do. I still care about you. Of course, I don't want anything bad.
My heart was
You're-
never yours, Solikov. You need to move on.
I need you to convince him that your heart was never his.
Easy.
There's a little rat in the background, like, ooh, a little rat paw over his
Disarming
mouth.
Aurora. Disarming Aura. Great reputation. I think I just have to go.
Real quick, how is this whole seeing him and all of this? How is that making you feel overall?
For context for the rest of the party, there would be kind of a flashback for Cassia of when she was just starting to be, you know, Cassia Fee and who she was at Vault 13. And you can kind of see her laughing with this guy. And then the next scene, it's all of a sudden they're just really tense. And he storms off. And she feels off-put by it. She is having that identity crisis that she had when they broke up.
At this moment, how do you feel because he's here?
Disjointed. Cassia does not feel like she's on her game.
So, I'm going to add a status on you then. You are disjointed too.
Straight pure roll.
Yeah.
It's temporary. Well, hold before you roll. Let me end it.
Yeah,
in.
I got you.
Disjointed. You damn liar. Your heart was never his.
As Vera, I'm stoic and just listening in, but like as Naya, I'm just like, oh, more drama. Hello.
I just imagine like a little rat just wrapped, enraptured right now.
Just
And
like
Rap just,
around
like-
the corner, like holy shit.
It's like, ooh.
I want to see
That
what
one camera
Tay.
puts
I
the
want to
bullets.
see what Tay says to Deckard. I want to see
Oh,
how he
yeah,
drops.
we're
I
gonna
wanna
cut
know
back
how
to
he
it.
drops that bomb.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that one.
So go ahead and roll, and you're trying to convince him. You're also trying to convince yourself a little bit that your heart was never his, or at least even a little part of it wasn't.
Deckard's
Let it roll.
dice gods not be with me.
Actually, what?
What? Oh, look at you. Oh, she got 2 help points. What the heck? Okay, let's roll.
Let's roll.
He stands her ground.
It makes sense for the little rat.
Yes.
Yes. My heart was never
Whoa.
his.
She got a 12. Does Cassia genuinely believe that? Or is she just trying to make him believe it?
She's done with him. She's a thing of the past, and I think she has chose to live this life, and she is proud of this decision.
Okay. So you say, my heart was never yours? And you mean it? Is that how that goes down?
Yeah.
And he backs up a little, and he says, I still care about you deeply. Those words hurt, and I understand why you're saying it. But I still got your back.
People don't have my backs. Are you gonna be a problem? I have 3 people inside that could be a problem back. One who has anger issues.
What do you mean? Are you...
You guys are all the same. Anger issues. Think that they're the shit. I got your clone in the back over there.
What are you talking about? I'm confused.
Are you going to be a problem?
I'm not going to be a problem, but if anything happens to you, I'm going to be there to help you.
If anything happens to me, I want to be cremated and thrown into the ocean. Make sure you do that for me, will you? Can't flirt with something that's dead. Solikov.
I didn't like those jokes back then, and I still don't like them now.
No. Tell my father that.
He sighs. Well, you still have my number.
Mm-hmm.
And, anyway, I'll see myself out.
And you didn't
and he
accept
walks-
that. You didn't accept that contract, by the way. That's still up in the air.
He's good. Before he he's like, if you want to talk seriously, we can talk seriously. You keep making jokes. That's what you do.
Fine, Solikov. You want to be serious? We'll be serious. My name is Cassia Fee. I'm a bartender, informant, and gossip. What do you want to know? And in return, how much was I worth, and did you say no to the contract?
You were worth... It was 125. Of course, I said no. And I knew the risk coming over here and telling you.
I appreciate it.
Do you?
Yeah, I gotta keep my eyes out for some other Russian looking out for me. But I want you to know that what we had was a good run.
Sure.
We had fun.
He's gonna say, I wish you knew there's people out there who genuinely care about you. And you probably don't believe me, but I guess I'll leave you with that. So I'm gonna head out.
Continue.
Yeah. He walks away down the alleyway. Walks past a rat. Kind of, ugh, God.
And you see Cassia as he walks away. She kind of looks up to the sky. And just for a minute, she takes the deepest breath. She lets it out. And it's shaky. And she goes back inside.
Where's the little rat?
Where the rat at?
I'm making some terrible decisions. Where did this man go? Where did he go? Which direction?
Oh no.
Oh, I can let you know. Well, let me take you
Yeah.
back to the alley. I can take you back
Terrible
there.
decisions. We love him. We hate him.
Yeah. So they were talking, like he was right here, and he walked like this way. He was walking this way.
Oh, which way? Oh, like out of the alley.
Yeah, like south. Yeah.
South. Okay. Like I don't know what the excuse was that like
This little,
she
this
gave.
little rat
I,
trying
w-
What's this
I,
little rat
I would
doing?
say that like I would say she told Tae-Woo and Deckard like I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Which
Oh,
she
before
did,
you
and she
transformed
snuck
into a
out.
rat.
Yeah, yeah.
She a rat with a pizza.
She's gonna be something else real soon.
Oh
Okay.
no,
Oh no.
Solikov.
All
Is
right.
it Sokolov? Because I have it as Sokolov.
Oh, what is it?
Sokolov.
I have it as Solikov.
Okay. Doesn't matter.
Okay. She's gonna follow him for a
Okay.
little bit until he gets into a more secluded area. She's not trying to tail him the whole way, just trying to see like when he's alone and there's not a lot of like either traffic or noise or like people.
Yeah, it's not. You have to do it quickly because you see him pulling keys out, and he's about to get on a motorcycle.
Okay,
Of course, he
here-
rides a
here's-
Of
motorcycle.
course he does.
Of course he
Shut up.
does. We
Of course he
love that.
does.
We love it.
Shut up.
Okay.
It's black.
This is stupid. This is very stupid.
Do it.
I want to take the risk and threaten
What?
this man.
What?
What?
I want to threaten this man.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Okay, he's about to get on his bike.
He's about to
Don't-
get on the bike.
Don't
Yeah.
fucking with the Russians?
He's put his
Yes.
he's put his leg over the seat and he has started the bike.
Okay, we're doing take the risk. Phantom bark and shape shifting once again.
What are you shapeshifting to? Back to yourself?
No, actually.
Oh,
No.
into Cassia?
Into Cassia.
no.
Oh,
That would be funny.
No, this is actually, and then I'm adding on. What was it?
Oh my
Pure
god, this
spite.
is crazy.
Pure spite.
Why? There's
Why?
no. From
There's
everything
no
you
reason.
heard, you're threatening him? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Do it.
doesn't make sense.
no, I know.
Do it.
Last couple conversations that she's been having with Cassia, she's
Yeah.
become a little protective, and that last like she saw the face that Cassia made. And she did not like that. She is
That's
very
because of
much
that's because
upset.
Cassia is messed up and needs to work on herself. It's not because
Hey,
of him.
hey, yo, don't read me like that.
Oh, sorry.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
like
Vera
being
doesn't know
perceived.
that. She kind of,
Sorry,
like,
I
she
turned
sees
into a
something
librarian real
like
quick.
she just goes. She
I'm
sees
in that
something she
photo.
doesn't like. She's gonna go take care of it.
Oh no, you don't know.
Get
You
perceived,
will be-
idiot.
You will be his by the end of this campaign. Her face.
Hmm.
Or you could take Deckard, like choose one.
Cremate me and put me in the ocean, will ya?
I'm not gonna put you in the ocean.
I choose
Okay.
fish.
Let's let
All
her
the
roll.
fish in the sea, and I choose the actual ocean. Checkmate.
Okay, so how this goes down, if it works, goes full Kitsune, Nine Tails Fox. We're going full on that.
Okay.
But around like the same height as him, maybe a little taller. And the tails are like fanned out like a peacock, pretty much. Like big intimidation factor.
He's not a rift, so he doesn't see that. You can turn
Oh, he
into that
doesn't?
though. He's a sleeper,
Oh, he
so the
doesn't see
mist
it?
the
He's
mist
just-
does cover everything.
He's a
mystical
normal
and
guy.
Magical. Yeah.
He's just a normal guy.
Yeah.
Huh.
For now, yeah.
For now.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn him into Cupid, and I'm gonna make Cassia fall in love with him.
She's a feral cat. She can't be tamed. Wolf.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Oh,
I
so
think- it's
if
putting
I do
dampers on
any of
things.
this, he can't see it.
Mhm.
No. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Just straight Vera, just unsuspecting
I
woman
thought it was
in her
going to be
40s.
Vera, which is
Yeah.
intimidating
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Vera, posh Vera comes up to him.
Oh, Posh Vera. Okay. You know, I can still run with that. Still don't doing the intimidation part. I'm gonna regret it later, and I don't care.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
I'm
this-
committing to this.
yeah, it's going to be take the risk because it could be convince, but
No,
You
it's
even
very
admitted
straight
it
up
doesn't
take
take
the
I
risk.
love this for you,
It's straight up
Naya.
take the risk.
I love this for you, Naya.
This is the side of me that I need to come out.
don't encourage
kid-
this.
Oh, I'm encouraging this. A little
why not?
chaos gremlin. Let's go.
Just a
Wow,
little bit
she's
of chaos
affected.
as a treat. As a treat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
So essentially,
Okay.
like, I'll explain everything, but she's going to intimidate him, and a whole thing's happening. So.
Okay, and you're just turning into your regular self?
Yeah, since he can't like see it anyway, I don't think.
I'm going to invoke distracting beauty as your weakness type.
God damn
I
it,
don't
Vera. You
like-
had to be beautiful.
I have
Okay.
to be model status. God.
This is
Okay,
model
let's
versus
let it
model,
roll.
like runway down the.
yes, it is.
I pray this goes good or bad. I want to see how this happens.
Holy
my
fucking
God.
shit!
The
What?
universe loves me.
14? How did she get a 14?
Motherfucker. She
You have
double
a
sixes?
-1. You had a -1. Did you roll double sixes? Oh my
did.
god.
She rolled 2 6s.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
You
This man
always
is
roll
on
well,
his
by the
knees
way.
telling him his life story. Oh.
God.
Okay.
damn.
You say what you say, and then I'll tell you what he says back.
Okay. She's in heels. She's in her like classic, like power suit and heels.
Listen, she looks amazing. Okay.
Yeah, she's killing it.
Yeah, she's tall. We all know that. I don't know how tall.
She could
This
step
lady
on
is.
him, yeah.
And he would
Okay.
invite that. He would say, "Yes, queen.
Kill it. Literally
Please
slay
step on me.
Yeah, slay
Step
me.
on me."
Slay me down.
Anyway, he's about to put on his helmet.
All right. Oh, if he's about to put it on,
Yeah.
is the bike leaning up against anything?
No, he's sitting on it.
I kick it.
Oh my god.
You don't know who this man
Do you
is.
really know how to get to a bike?
You don't know
Just
who
bike
this
her
man
off.
is.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
She's been tested, and she don't like it. She didn't know he was testing her, but you know what? He's the crossfire now, and that's okay with me. Okay. She kicked.
I am speechless.
Okay.
Oh my god,
kicks
I'm
the
as
bike,
speechless as him. I'm as speechless as him as his bike gets kicked over while he's sitting on it. We're both dumbstruck right now.
Dumbstruck.
Yeah, that gets his attention. He wasn't paying attention to you. He's about to leave.
Yeah, he was paying.
A
he was
woman
paying
cooks.
attention
A
to me.
woman comes over in her heels, kicks over his bike while he's on it,
What did she say?
and you see him, and you have like you've crushed his leg. His right leg is crushed now under the bike, and he's like screaming. He's like, ah, oh, what the hell? Oh god. And this like very heavy motorcycle is crushing his leg right now.
Okay, first of all, like
Oh,
while he's going
God.
through this pain.
Ah, what the fuck?
Okay, first of all,
Who
shut the fuck up as much as you can in this situation. You don't need to talk. It's gonna be my turn only.
He's
come
trying
back in your
to.
cab?
He's doing that. He is. The bike is getting picked up. Also, I'm gonna need you to sneak around, and I'll tell you why after the roll.
Oh, yay. That's fine. After I roll? Oh.
Yep.
You see, this is where things go bad.
Oh my god, if you end up in jail,
If I end up in jail,
I
Then
will
we're
start
all-
crying. I will start crying for bad reasons.
Yeah. You see other people on the sidewalk. you're not alone. He's walked to his bike. It's only a bit past 7, and there's people around.
Okay.
And so, go
Is
ahead.
this straight roll? Like, just straight?
Do you have any
It's
tags
up
you
to
can add?
you. Yeah.
Sneaking around then, since I didn't do shapeshift last time. I didn't. So, I'm gonna do it this time for the sneak around part, and that's it.
What are you shapeshifting into?
Bird flying away, leaving the scene.
Bird.
Bird, a seagull. She has become 2 rats. The rat of the sky and the rat of the ground.
It reminds me of Yzma, like just Coos cat, Coos
Pigeon.
mouse.
Pigeon. Unassuming, just a pigeon. Okay, if I know this is probably gonna go bad. Like, I'm doing too good. Something else has to come up.
I'm going to invoke your overextended weakness tag. You have done this a lot in the span of like 30 minutes, and your body's feeling it.
That makes sense. Oh my god.
Holy shit!
I'm just God.
Oh my god, she got a 10. She got a 10. A complete success.
This woman can
A
step
queen.
on me. She can step on me.
Queen in the room.
I
A queen has turned into a bird and she has flapped away. Now, this was in the middle of you telling him to like shut up, all that stuff. This was trying to avoid people from like calling the police on you. They saw you seemingly like a man who's just about to get on his bike and leave, and then a woman kick a bike over and like crush his leg. You got away.
Okay, I got away. Couldn't even do my full monologue. That's
Yeah.
okay.
What did she say?
I made a point. He's like,
He doesn't know who know who you are, who you're connected to. It's just a random lady came up and kicked over him and his bike.
kicked over his
That's all
bike.
he knows. He doesn't know that you're connected to Cassia. And then you just like quickly disappeared, and his mind is trying to rectify that.
Okay, so I didn't even get through my monologue. I just
No.
kicked his bike and then
Yes.
flew away. I'm okay with that.
That's
I'm
good
okay with
enough, I
that.
think. I think you're good.
That's flight from
Slightly
Drake.
I mean, he doesn't.
Drake just
he
told
doesn't
you
know-
to settle.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know what's going on. He's like confused. But yeah, I mean, I guess you got your point across. If your point was to confuse him.
I mean, she didn't get to rant. She's slightly salty that she couldn't get to tell him off. But you know what? A damaged leg makes up for it. God.
Okay, sure.
That's fine.
Ain't
Doesn't
so
make
pretty
any
with a
sense, but
limp.
you know what, that's okay.
He'll be fine.
Yeah. Maybe.
You fly away. Cassia, you're back in the bar. You have a couple more hours of your shift. You don't know what Vera did, but you just ended the conversation with Andrei. And you're back in there.
And you notice people in the Cassie's workflow has kind of been interrupted. And so you notice that she's, usually behind the bar, she's very fluid, she's graceful, she's serving drinks, she's starting conversations. She's still a little shaken up. And she's,
Why are you shaken up?
because she didn't expect to see him. She had to
You
convince him-
seemingly
Yeah.
don't care. Listen. Your heart never belonged to him, and you seemingly don't care about him, and you say we shouldn't be together, and you're shaken up. Those two
mean-
don't make sense.
Something just happened to her where she,
The point is, if you're shaken up after talking to someone, there's something still there. If you don't care about someone at all, you're not shaken up when they're here. So
then I guess, yeah, Cassia is back to normal. And she is,
okay, yeah, that's
she's-
what I thought. Huh? Let's look at me. Look at me. That's what I thought.
Listen, you want to make Cassia busy back at the bar earning money and secrets. I'm fine with it.
Listen, yeah, and we can remove the disjointed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Cassia's
So-
just back in the bar. She doesn't say anything, doesn't acknowledge it. Back to normal.
Fine.
Try to flirt with me more. Try and stop my chaos. Thank you.
I'm trying to open her up, okay? We can't keep her closed forever. This is her character arc.
Good luck. She does it on
Good
her
luck.
own. This is on her
One of
own terms. She is not a pawn of somebody else's game.
Anyway, you heard a guy who was genuinely a nice guy,
Yeah,
and
no.
he's confused. He has no idea why.
Yep. Good luck with the leg, pal. Anyway, where's my alcohol?
You calm down. Tae and Deckard, you see her come back in. Do you guys do anything at this moment?
So she looks normal to us though again, right? Like she's back to Cassia, the one
She's
we know.
completely fine, because she is unfeeling. So you are unfeeling 4. That's the new status on you.
Does Tay say anything?
Cold. Just cold.
Cold-blooded, man.
Well, he has recognized who this man is and his history with Cassia. He won't say anything to Deckard, who's sitting beside him,
Watching them leave outside.
watching them leave. And then after a few minutes, I mean, Vera mysteriously disappeared too. So
She's in the
kinda
bathroom
sitting
for a
there.
really long time.
Yeah. When I see Cassia walk back into the bar from the back door, I'm assuming alone,
Yes.
seemingly unfazed now, not
fine.
upset at all. Yeah, totally fine.
Unfeeling 4.
I'm feeling for stone cold. All right.
Wow. You know what? Erase that contact from the list.
Say less.
Erase it.
Ace is gonna get up, walk over to the bar. Kind of, you know how there's the portion of the bar that you lift up so that people can walk in and behind it, whatever. So he's
Yes.
just gonna let himself through, and
What?
without a
Whoa,
That's like illegal.
whoa. Personal space. Personal bubble.
Whoa. You know,
Without-
there's bubbles.
oh, I'm entering the bubble. Without a word to Cassia, he's just gonna start cleaning glasses,
Helping her? Or...
helping.
Okay.
She's speechless.
This is the most
Tae-Woo?
wild thing that's happened this night.
Mhm.
Tae-Woo, what are you doing back here?
Cleaning.
Hey, Woo, why are you back behind my bar? You're about 3 feet away from me. This is... I don't think we've ever been this close. Like, physically. I don't even think we're on the same page emotionally. Why are you back here? You don't need to be cleaning.
I know.
Yeah? Then spit it out. What happened? You didn't see him, did you? Oh god, did you see him? Did you tell Deckard? Is Deckard still here? And Cassia kind of like
Yeah,
looks around and
Deckard's gotten up and left.
Cassia starts to panic a little bit because she knows Deckard. She's like, you didn't tell Deckard who that was, right?
No, it's not my story to tell.
Okay. Okay, and okay, you can go back to the other side of the bar. This is kind of how this works. Like, I stand over here, and then I give you the drink, and then you receive the drink, and then you go, I don't talk about my family. Like, that's our thing. That's what we do.
Tay will just kind of stop what he's doing. Maybe he's holding a rag, and then he'll turn to face you. And says, if that's what you want.
You know what, Tay? Well, I'm gonna do something really stupid. After 3 days, 2 days, Tae-Woo, she hugs him.
What?
Huh?
What? Okay, yeah. Roll for take the risk. Take the risk.
Say less. Take the risk.
Listen. If it's up to Tae-Woo if he wants to accept it. If he accepts it, she won't have to roll for take the risk.
He's a little surprised, I won't lie.
Oh,
yeah.
you don't come
expecting it.
behind her bar without being surprised back.
But he won't move away. He'll kind of hug her back awkwardly.
Oh. Arms are just...
Win. And she just quickly hugs him, and then she just walks away. She goes, you don't have to say anything to anybody. I hope Deckard never finds out who that was.
He won't. You hear a godlike voice come into your mind. You'll never see him again.
Never.
That was a good
It's
attempt,
nice, boys.
MC, at me playing your games. I respect the hustle.
Oh my god.
I just hugged Tae-Woo. I'm running off of the biggest serotonin high.
She is off the rails, y'all. This is wild.
Everyone's going off the rails tonight. Oh my gosh.
Gosh. Okay, you accept the hug?
Thanks, Tay.
She
Yep.
walks away. Okay, how does that
I'll
feel
keep
to
cleaning.
be hugged? When's the last time you got a hug? Is that your
Never.
first
Oh shit.
hug? First hug, you broke his hug, Cherry.
Jesus.
You popped his hug, Cherry.
Oh my god.
Yo, you
Oh,
got
it's fun.
hugged, Andrew. I'm a problem for you in every game.
I hope you use protection.
Yeah.
He had his gun.
Yeah. Yeah, so this has been quite a day for Tay.
This is a
Things
lot.
walls are starting to break down.
Wow. This is great. This is amazing. And at this point, this is where we're going to end the session on this really great hug. His first hug. So sweet. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes. Okay. So you can end it.